Platinum 6-week masterclass. Boy, oh boy, I am so excited to be here with you guys today. And before we begin, guys, let me know in the chat, first of all, that you can hear me just fine. And let me know how excited you are about this masterclass, because today is day number 1. Today is the first day of the rest of your life when it comes to Project Platinum. And I'm so excited to be here with you guys today. I just can't tell you how excited I am, because I just know that there's going to be some amazing success stories coming out of Project Platinum. And I know that if you take action, if you follow what we teach you over these 6 weeks, then some really good things can happen to you. And so I'm just so excited for everyone to be here. And I see everyone saying, yes, they can hear me just fine. Everyone's excited. Wow, we have a lot of people on today's masterclass. And I can't even keep up with all the comments. There's so many people coming through, which is great because you guys are here. And I wanted to, first of all, take a moment to thank everybody for taking the time and being part of Project Platinum. Hey, listen, Project Platinum is an awesome program and system, as you guys have seen. I'm sure you guys have been diving into the videos already and the software and the app, all those cool things. And here's the thing, guys. Project Platinum was only available for a certain period of time, right? And a lot of people passed on the opportunity, right? But not you, because you guys got out of your comfort zone. You guys took action. And I think that is a testament to your character and a testament to how hungry you are to be successful. Because a lot of times in life, guys, if you don't realize it yet, if you want to be successful, you have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? Because that's what's going to get you to where you want to be, right? And I'm so excited to have you guys here, because I know that this masterclass is going to be a great stepping stone for you, everyone in here, to help you get to where you want to be. So, guys, welcome to the masterclass. Really excited to have you guys here. And it is going to be an action-packed 6 weeks, because you guys are going to be so spoiled. Like there's so much information we're going to be sharing, so many things going to help you take things to the next level. And really the big goal of this masterclass and of Project Platinum overall is to help you go from where you are to the goal of getting ClickBank Platinum, which is doing $250,000 in a single year. And I want to share a quick story here. So the reason why we came up with Project Platinum and why I had the idea is that with my Commission Hero program, which, you guys have access to as well, inside of Commission Hero, one of the things that we've done is we've had a lot of people have success. We've had people that have done, 6 figures, 7 figures. We've had people do crazy numbers, right? Just overall over $100 million in student success. And about a year ago, actually, at the last ClickBank Platinum event, which was in Costa Rica, when I went down there, I was like shocked. There was a ton of students, a ton of my students were there. And it was so cool to see people in person and like how their lives had been changed and how things, were their outlook on life was different, right? All these things were great. And they just turned their lives around, right? And it was because, not only did they earn the right to become ClickBank Platinum, but they also, did $250,000 in sales, which changes a lot of things for a lot of people when it comes to their finances, right? And so even ClickBank themselves were like, wow, you have a lot of students here. What are you guys doing? And so that's how, I got the idea of like, all right, let's do Project Platinum, because how cool would it be to have a program and a masterclass and a software that the sole purpose of it and the only driving force of it is to help you get to that ClickBank Platinum level. And so this is why we're here today, right? So guys, let me know in the chat, type in Platinum if you're excited to learn, if you're excited to see what it takes to get to that ClickBank Platinum level. Of course, you guys know by now it's going to take some work. It's going to take some effort, right? This is not get rich quick. This is not a, snap your fingers and you're good to go. This is like, the harder you work, the luckier you're going to get in here. Okay. And I really want you guys to commit to these 6 weeks. I want you to go all in on these 6 weeks, which is really important. Okay. And I see everyone typing in Platinum. Awesome. 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 So really excited to have you guys here as well. Now, if you don't know who I am, I haven't even introduced myself yet, but I am Robbie Blanchard. Hopefully you guys know that. And over the past couple of years, I've done some pretty crazy things. I went from being a gym owner, who didn't have an online business. Heck, I didn't even know what ClickBank was. Until 2015, right? And I was able to figure some things out, and I was able to change my life through affiliate marketing, the same process, the same system you're about to learn today. And it took me from being that struggling gym owner and then put me in the position where I am today, being the number 1 affiliate on ClickBank. I've generated tens of millions of dollars on ClickBank. I've been ClickBank Platinum. I've been ClickBank Diamond. I've done all kinds of stuff, right? And but the thing I'm most proud of, the number one thing I'm most proud of, is the fact that I've been able to help tens of thousands of people have success online with affiliate marketing, right? Teaching the system that we teach, right? And to me, that's what gets me up in the morning. To me, that gets me the most excited because I love to see other people succeed. I'm a big believer in life. If you want to get something in life, you have to help as many people as possible get what they want in life. And when you do that, everything works out. And so that's what we do. So I'm really excited to have you guys here. And I am not here alone, right? So actually, I want to bring on another special guest that's going to be with us during these 6 weeks. She started out as a student of mine, and then she went on and just started to crush it, right? She just didn't look back. She kept on pushing forward, started crushing it, and that is none other than Coach Stephanie. Hey, Coach Stephanie, are you there?
I am. Hey, how's it going? I'm so excited to be here. I can't wait to get all of this 6 weeks going and watching all the success. I'm already seeing so many people so excited about this project and this platform and the tool. So yes, I am so ready. Let's do it.
Awesome. I love it. Yeah, guys, type in the chat. Just say, hey, what's up, Stephanie? Right? Or say hi, Stephanie. So she feels welcome and loved in here because, one of the things that we're going to strive to do here is Project Platinum is not just a course. It's not just a system. It's going to be a community, right? Just like our Commission Hero program is. We're going to make sure you guys are taken care of, right? We have, that's the big thing about it, right? Because I believe, success is contagious and we're going to build each other up and root for each other and cheer each other on, right? There's no negativity in here. We got no room for that because success does not have any room for negativity. So we're going to make sure you guys are good to go. And I see all the, hey, Stephanie's coming in, which is great. I love that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so Coach Stephanie, do you mind just doing a quick, just quick background of yourself and kind of your success?
Absolutely. So again, hello. I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for having me, Robbie. So I joined, I really, joined Commission Hero and Robbie's course at that point in the end of 2019 and ran some ads. I had never done affiliate marketing. Actually, funny story is I didn't know about ClickBank. I didn't even know what ClickBank was. And so I'd never done affiliate marketing. I had kind of was in the corporate world in the past. And then my husband and I had a business, renovation construction business. And so right basically before the pandemic hit, I joined in and I loved the community in Commission Hero and what Robbie's course and the teaching. And so I started running ads myself in 2020, the beginning of 2020, in February, actually. I went through all the training and really got to know the system and how to, to leverage my success with really knowing the material. And then I jumped in and started running affiliate ads. February, I hit my first, $1,400 days in the last day of February. It was February 28th. And then I scaled from there. I was able to, hit ClickBank Platinum in, 6 months, basically of my business, the first, 6 to 8 months of my business. And it was life-changing for me, right? It was definitely a game changer for myself as well as for my husband. It was, the pandemic hit and our construction business really took a major halt in the economy. And so this was, really a saving grace for us. So from there, I, joined Robbie's team, and which I'm super excited about. I love coaching. I love helping other people. And so I joined his team and now I'm a coach. I do also the Inner Circle creatives call and creatives analysis. And I run my own ads. I still have, of course, my affiliate marketing business. And then I coach as well on the team. And I'm just really, really excited. This is definitely, I just wish I had these tools in Project Platinum and this course when I first started, because it is amazing. But I will tell you that you guys are so lucky to have all of this at your fingertips, as well as the community that Robbie has built, because there is just such great support in the system.
Absolutely. Yeah. Great stuff. And I remember when you first started, and I remember that, you started with I think it was what, $20 budget, and then you scaled all the way up to, yeah, pretty crazy, right?
Yeah, $20 was my first ads. The first ads I launched were it was definitely $20 ads.
Yeah. So guys, it just, as we talked about, on the trainings in the past, like, you don't have to have a big budget to get things going here. That's one of the nice things about this. And so, really important to keep that in mind. And so, guys, I want to go over a quick little thing here in terms of what to expect with this masterclass. So, because with Project Platinum, not only are you getting access to a masterclass where we're going to cover Facebook training, which is what this first part is, but the second part is we're going to be covering some YouTube stuff, right? Now, the way it's going to work, guys, very simple, right? So right now in this section of the masterclass for week number 1, and for the first half of every week, we're going to be going and talking about Facebook ads, all right? Because, with Facebook, I love Facebook. That's how I was able to get to where I am. A lot of students have gotten and had success with Facebook. And so we'll be going over that. Now, after we're finished the week 1 of the Facebook masterclass, I don't want you to go anywhere, okay? Because there'll be a brief, like 10 or 15 minute intermission, so to speak. So you can get up and do your, get a snack or use the bathroom, whatever you got to do, grab a glass of water. And then we're going to get right back into it for the second half of the week 1 masterclass, which is all going to be about YouTube, right? And so for that section, I'm going to have another special guest coach, which is going to be Coach Mariah. And Coach Mariah is a rock star. I mean, she's been doing some pretty crazy stuff. Just this past year, she had over a 7-figure year on ClickBank. So she knows a thing or two about having success. And she's going to be helping me teach you guys YouTube. So I mean, really, you guys are so spoiled because you're getting 2 master classes basically for the price of 1, which is super, super cool, right? And so there's going to be so many cool things we're going to be going over today, and I'm really excited to have you guys here. But when it comes to the masterclass agenda, just so you can see here on your screen, guys, a couple things. Like today, we're going to be going over, obviously, we're welcoming you guys in because we're excited to have you here. We're going to be going over some mindset stuff because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many X's and O's you guys know. It doesn't matter, what your click-through rates are. It doesn't matter what all these things. If you don't have the right mindset, you don't believe you can be successful, then I hate to break it to you, you probably are going to be running an uphill battle. Okay. So it's so important that we get your mind right. The moment I was able to figure out that, wow, mindset makes a huge difference in your success or in your failure, then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna have the right mindset. We're going to be just fine. The same thing with you guys. Okay. And then today we're also going to be going over the Project Platinum software and the toolkit and all that stuff as well. We're going to kind of give you a, kind of a lay of the land. We're not going to go deep diving into every single thing, but we're going to show you each of the tools, how to use them, where to access them. We're also going to show you exactly where to find, for example, your members area, where to find, other things like that. Okay. So that's going to be really important to note. Okay. Week number 2, we're going to be going over the Facebook Business Manager setup, how to get your ad account set up and warmed up. Week number 3, we're going to be covering landing pages, domains, and affiliate links. One of the cool things about Project Platinum is you guys have access to the Platinum Page Builder, which saves you a ton of money every single month because you don't have to have a landing page builder. And we have a ton of done-for-you landing pages in there. We also have, you might have noticed, guys, I saw some people asking, well, Robbie, you have some ClickFunnels templates in there too. Well, that's, why? Because I wanted to over deliver. And I know some of you guys love ClickFunnels. I love ClickFunnels too. And so we made it an option where you don't have to necessarily switch if you don't want to, but you have access to both, which is cool, right? Because you can have your cake and eat it too. Okay. Week number 4, we're going to be going over how to create your first Facebook ad. We're going to ad copy, creative. We're going to show you guys inside of a tool called Spy Hero, which you guys also have 30 days access to by being part of Project Platinum. Week number 5, launching your first conversion campaign. Week number 6, analyzing the data, scaling up and more. We're going to show you inside of Cometly, which is like our favorite tracking software in the whole world, and plus some other things as well. And then also, guys, we'll be talking about some other things in terms of how to get additional coaching and help and much, much more. So guys, let me know in the chat. Does that sound good? Does this seem like an action-packed type of masterclass for you guys? I see everyone just losing their minds. They're excited. Awesome.
Yeah,
so
I love it.
You should be excited. Yeah, this is great. So let's go ahead and dive into it, guys. So before we get into some of the things when it comes to the software overview and everything like that, I really want to kind of set the tone here and set the stage. And this is important, right? So anytime I ever do, if I'm leading my mastermind, whether it's the Avengers Mastermind, or if I'm, doing a talk, or if I'm doing a course or anything, like I always start with mindset, because honestly and truly, I believe mindset is everything. Like it's really, really powerful stuff. It makes a big, big difference. And so I'm a big believer, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And so I want to give you a couple of tips when it comes to having the right mindset going forward. Okay. So let's go ahead and dive into a couple of things I want to talk about here. So number one, guys, when it comes to being successful, you have to focus on success. I mean, it's like, duh, obviously, Robbie, if I want to be successful, I have to focus on success. But believe it or not, a lot of people don't do that, right? And so here's something to remember, guys. In life, you get what you focus on, all right? And you'll see more of what you focus on. I want to give you a perfect example. So when I was a kid, I remember going on these not school trips, but like vacations, like going on these like day trips or vacations. And I remember some of you guys might have done this when you were kids. Like you play the game of like, I spy with my little eye, right? Like I spy with my little eye, something yellow, right? And then you're like, okay, it's a yellow car. And then guess what? Now you're looking for yellow cars. And prior to that, before you started focusing on that yellow car or trying to find yellow cars, did you see any? No, not really. But guess what? Now you're seeing yellow cars everywhere. Oh, there's one there. There's one over there, right? So that's the same concept, guys. When you focus on success and you're looking for success, you'll find it. Now, the opposite is true too. If you're looking for negativity, if you're looking to fail, right? If you're looking for reasons not to be successful, boy, you're going to find a bunch of those too. Okay. So my advice to you is to focus on success. Believe in yourself, right? Believe in yourself, right? Now, how do you focus on success? Well, here inside of Project Platinum, it's very simple. I want you to go ahead and watch all the videos in the inspiration section, right? We have videos. We're uploading more videos into the guide section of the Facebook group and everything. Make sure you read the successful posts of students that are having success as well in the Facebook group. There's going to be a lot of those. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to root for people, right? Because this is not a zero-sum game. Just because one person's having success doesn't mean it takes away from your success. Everybody in here can be successful. And that's important to keep in mind. And then also, make sure that you take the like on your phone, like do a screen, like your background screensaver, like make that like a successful ClickBank screenshot where you're making like if someone posts, for example, that they had a $5,000 day, take a screenshot of it and make it that your background for your phone and look at it every single day. I mean, heck, I've had students that have literally taken like my picture of my face and put it on their wall, which is kind of, I'm going to be honest, it's a little weird, but they did it, right? Because they're like, wow, like that's success. That's what I want to do. And that's what they focus on. Okay. Coach Stephanie, anything you want to add to that?
Yeah. So, one of the other things you could actually put on your background or your screen, right, is like the dashboard in Project Platinum, right, of where you are in your goals, where you are to hit platinum status, right? So, I mean, I think that is really focusing on success, right? So, but yeah, no, 100% mindset is everything. And remember, as an affiliate marketer, you're an entrepreneur, right? And so you are, just like you said, if you think you can or you can't, is exactly what will happen, right? So if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. So definitely mindset is number one.
Yep, absolutely, guys. Yeah, guys, type in mindset if that makes sense, right? Make sure you guys are on the same page, right? I see everyone typing in mindset. Perfect. Awesome. So that's tip number one. Let's go into tip number two. All right. Another one. This is another one that's like it's a hard to swallow pill sometimes, right? Is to take ownership of your goals and more importantly, take ownership of your success. All right. Here's why, guys. I'm a big believer. If you succeed, it's 100% your fault. And guess what, guys? If you fail, guess whose fault it is? It's 100% your fault. Oh my gosh, Robbie, that stings. Don't say that. It's true though. And here's why, guys, because in life, a lot of people like to play the blame game, right? Why they're not successful. Oh, I'm not successful because it was YouTube's fault. Oh, I'm not successful because it was Facebook's fault. Oh, I'm not successful because I don't have the skills yet. Oh, I'm not successful because I don't have the budget yet. Oh, I'm not successful because I just don't have time and I'm busy, right? Like all these things, excuse of why they're not successful. And here's what I want you to do, guys. If you look in the mirror and if the buck stops with you and you say to yourself, hey, if I'm successful, it's my fault. But if I fail, it's also my fault. Well, guess what that does? That turns from going into the blame game and it turns you into the position where you're going to take action and make changes that will make you more successful. All right. This is so important to do because especially in this day and age, right? Because there's a lot of people that play, the blame game. Everyone, there's a lot of people that are like, oh, woe is me. And at the end of the day, guys, take extreme ownership of your success. I'm telling you, it will change your life. It will make you a much more productive, entrepreneur, right? Because everybody in here I see you guys as entrepreneurs. You guys want to have a business, an online business that makes you money. So you got to be an entrepreneur. In order to do that, guys, you have to take ownership of your success. So myself, Coach Stephanie, we're going to do everything we can to help you have success on our end. We're going to teach you everything you need to know. We're going to be there to help you. We're going to support you. We're going to cheer for you. We're going to root you on. But guess what, guys? At the end of the day, the buck stops with you, right? It's up to you to be successful, and that's important. Now, how do you take ownership of your success and your goals? Well, one of the things you can do here, guys, is you can work off of lists, right? Now, working off a list is really important. And guys, type in list into the chat. Go ahead and type in list. Make sure you guys are paying attention. Awesome. I see all lists coming in. Perfect. So why do you work off of lists? Okay, because at the end of the day, guys, the big goals are super important, but it's the little goals that make the biggest difference, right? Have you guys ever seen a ladder? You guys ever seen a ladder? Ever been on a ladder? Well, a ladder has multiple rungs on the ladder, okay? Now, why is there multiple rungs on a ladder? Well, because if there was just a rung on the bottom and a rung on the top, well, guess what? You probably couldn't get up that ladder unless you were doing like American Ninja Warriors, something like that. Well, the reason why is because every little rung is a step, right? You have to go step by step, little by little to get up the ladder. All right. Same thing happens when it comes to your goals. I want you to have big goals. I want you to absolutely have, out of your mind, crazy goals that you don't even think you can achieve, because that's the type of goals you want to have. But I want you to bring it down a notch, and I want you to have those little goals. Now, the way you accomplish those little goals is working off of lists. And so what I like to do is, every week, it could be on Sunday, usually is when I do it. I'll write down 5 or 10 things that I want to get accomplished that week in my business, right? And they don't have to be big. They don't have to be super, crazy, but they have to be 5 or 10 things that I want to get done. And that's the only thing I focus on, right? I don't get distracted by anything else. I get it done. Right now, if you do that, guys, over the course of a year, you're going to get it done 52 times, right? So you're going to have a list and you're going to check it off, and there's 52 weeks in a year. So you get a lot done in a year if you stick to that process. Okay. And that's really important. Coach Stephanie, anything you want to say?
Yeah, I love that. And I think that this is such a huge tip because, working off a list and just, checking off those goals, even if they're small goals, they're daily goals, right? It's such a feeling of accomplishment, and you are taking ownership, right? Like that's a way to keep yourself organized, which is really important as an entrepreneur, right? And I feel like we all are entrepreneurs in this business. It's an online business. And so it is really important to take ownership, of your goals. And of course, to be organized, and having a list, working off a list is one of the best ways to do that. So yes, absolutely. This is great.
Absolutely. Yeah, guys, let me know if that makes sense in the chat. Is this good so far? You guys learned some stuff. We haven't even gotten to the meat and potatoes yet, but I want to make sure we get you excited and get your mind right, because that's going to set the tone for the rest of these 6 weeks. And don't worry, guys, we're going to get a lot done. I think your mind is going to be blown by the time we get done everything here. Awesome. Yeah, let's keep going here. Awesome. Step number 3. All right. This is, I'm putting on my Captain Obvious cape here, and I'm going to share this next tip with you guys. So what I want you to do before you run a single ad, before you spend a single dollar on ads, all right, it's so important that you go through the entire training, right, of Project Platinum. Now, there are 2 tracks, so to speak, right? There's the Facebook training and there's the YouTube training. I would recommend that you choose one and follow that path, okay? I would probably not do both at the same time, all right? Because those are 2 separate things. I would focus on one path or the other path. Now, it doesn't mean down the line you can switch back and forth, but you can certainly choose one. Now, if you are going down the Facebook path, which, hey, is great. Facebook's awesome. I love it. Coach Stephanie loves it. What Absolutely. You can do, guys, yeah, she does, is go through the entire training of the Facebook videos, right? So all the Facebook videos, right? Go through all those first, get familiar with those videos, watch them. If you got to watch them twice, watch them twice. If you say, Robbie, you talk too fast, that's okay. Pause it and play it again. right? And actually, I don't talk too fast. Maybe you listen too slow, right? But anyways, that's what I want you to do. I want you to actually go through all the videos, get that done, and you're going to be in a good spot. Also, get familiar with the software suite, right? There's a ton of amazing tools in here to help you have success inside of Project Platinum for the Facebook side, for the YouTube side, and it's going to help you have the AI software is super cool in here. There's just a lot of stuff to help you have success. And then make sure you guys watch all the videos in the Project Platinum Facebook group under the guide section, which we can actually show them right now, Coach Stephanie, where the guide section is. So that way people can see. Yeah. So guys, inside Project Platinum, right? So in the coaching group, you would just go into the menu and click on guides, and then you're going to see all kinds of videos in here. And that's where you're going to find it. Okay. So once again, you go into the Facebook group, you go ahead and go into the guide section. Now, also, you'll be able to see the replays of the masterclass. Will be posting these as well. You know, obviously you can see there was no replays in there yet because, well, today is day number 1, right? And so obviously we can't post a replay if we haven't finished the masterclass yet. So that's the way that's going to work there. Okay. So once again, guys, watch all the videos, go through the software suite, get familiar with it, and then make sure you guys are watching videos, bonus videos inside the Facebook group as well. And why do we do this, guys? Because as I always say, slow is fast, right? Slow is fast. If you're looking for the shortcut, congratulations, you found it, you're in it, so follow it, okay? Really important you guys do that, because what happens, I've seen it in the past, is people don't listen and they say, oh, I did one video, I tried to set something up, but I made a mistake and my account got whatever, right? Well, that's because you didn't listen, right? Make sure you follow the training, go through the videos first, watch them. I'm telling you right now, guys, it's going to help you have more success in the long run. This is like building a house, right? We have to take our time building that strong foundation, because if we start to build the house without the foundation, well, it's probably going to fall over at the slightest breeze, right? So keep that in mind as we do this, right? You've seen this, Coach Stephanie, right? People going too fast or skipping videos, and that causes some setbacks, right?
Absolutely. Yes. One of the best ways to, mitigate, right, mistakes or setbacks in your business is really I love that what you said, slow is fast, to, take it slow. Make sure you go through the training. Again, I mentioned that at the beginning here of this masterclass, right, of what I did going through the training. I mean, I really, really, was inundated with the videos, with the training. And that was, a few years ago with that first, with the first Commission Hero course that I joined. But it is so extremely important because one, you're going to really see the overview. And like Robbie said, the foundation, like what you said, the foundation of this business is so important. So you've got to build it from the beginning, just like, your analogy of the ladder, it's like progression, right? And so you've got to learn the entire, look at the entire training, and then start, from the beginning, and it will progress for you. So yeah, absolutely. That's so important.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Cool. Let's keep on rocking and rolling. All right. Number 4, guys, treat this like a business. Right? Because why? Well, it is a business, right? And here's the thing, guys. If you treat this like a hobby, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get hobby results, all right? Which is, I don't even know what that is. It's not good results, okay?
Not at all.
If you want to be successful and you want to do, get to ClickBank Platinum and all that stuff, you absolutely can do it, right? But you have to treat it like a business. Now, what does that mean? So if you're treating something like a business, that means, what are you doing? Are you working on it a little bit every week, right? No, you're going to be committed to it. You're going to go all in on it. You're going to eat, sleep, and breathe it, right? And that's really important. You have to treat it seriously, treat it like a business. And when you do that, this is what is going to help you have success, okay? Now, I get it, right? Going through the videos, going through the training, first getting into this, it can be a little overwhelming sometimes. I get that. And I'll even see some people post like, oh my gosh, there's so much to learn. I'm so overwhelmed. And guys, if you're overwhelmed, I love it. And the reason why is because anytime you learn something new in life, it's totally normal. It's totally human to feel overwhelmed. Congratulations, you're a human. That's normal, okay? Don't think that that's a bad thing. Like anytime I learn something new, it's going to be overwhelming for me. Like, I mean, it's just the way it is. Okay. And it can be overwhelming emotionally. It can be overwhelming, just all kinds of stuff. Right. But just don't think of that as a bad thing. That's normal. It's a normal reaction. Here's the amazing thing about what we do here inside of Project Platinum. whether you're doing Facebook or YouTube, is what we do is very repetitive. Okay. So the process is very repetitive. So initially, sure, it'll take you a couple of times to figure it out and get it going. But once you learn it, it's like second nature. And the cool thing is, the better you get at this, right, the less time it takes. All right. So it's important, guys. Don't worry about feeling overwhelmed. That's absolutely normal and natural. I would be more worried if you did not feel overwhelmed. Okay. Because that would mean that maybe you're just, I don't know. So something to kind of keep in mind there. But yeah, this is the business. And you got to treat it like one. And Stephanie, you said like an awesome thing earlier. Like you mentioned that, during the pandemic, when things were going on, like your husband's business was kind of struggling, right? And so you had to do this, and you had to really make this work. And like, did you treat it like a hobby, or did you treat it like a business?
No, absolutely. That's, such a great question, because I treated it like a business, and then it became one, right? So if I was to just treat it like a hobby, it would have been that, right? But I made it non-negotiable. And I think that's important, right? Like, this is such a huge tip for all of you in here in this, and the fact that you're in this live masterclass. That's amazing. Great job on joining us today. But this is a business. So make it non-negotiable, set your goals, whatever those goals are, whatever those daily tasks are in your business. If you only have, 30 minutes or an hour a day to work your business, depending on, where you are, make sure you prioritize that and make it non-negotiable. Don't let anything else, distract you during that time, right? This is a business. And if you treat it like one, it will become one. 100%. So yeah, that's exactly what I did. I didn't watch, TV. I didn't, I really cut out a lot. I was watching videos when I was, running on the treadmill. I was getting on getting in the group. I was, going through the training over and over. And I just literally treated it like a business. I invested in my business. I invested in myself, and it became one.
Yep, absolutely. And guys, the amazing thing about Project Platinum too is you have access to the mobile app. So whether you have an iPhone or whether you have an Android, like, you can learn on the go. Like, when you guys are in the bathroom, which I know everybody takes their phone in the bathroom nowadays. Like, when you're going to the bathroom, you can even watch videos, which, hey, it's each their own. But there's no excuse for not being able to find time to do this, which is important.
And just don't watch them while you're driving.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, don't watch your driving.
Right.
Exactly, unless it's a Tesla and it's driving itself or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely, awesome. Cool. And then another tip here, guys, is ask lots of questions, right? One of the things that I never want you to do, guys, is suffer in silence, okay? Because, when it comes to what we do here in Project Platinum, right, we're here for you, right? Myself, Coach Stephanie, all the other coaches. You'll see other coaches inside of Project Platinum in the group as well. And it's so important, you guys, that you ask questions and you don't suffer in silence, because if you don't ask them, we don't know what's going on, okay? So ask questions, but please use the search tool first. Now, the cool thing is, everybody here on this masterclass, you have access to Project Platinum, and you have access to the original Commission Hero program as well. So there is a wealth of information in both groups. So make sure you guys go to the search function, and then Stephanie's showing you right here on the screen. So you can literally type in like anything you want to search for. So if maybe it's an ad set question, or if it's a pixel question, or if it's, whatever, you can literally go in there and search for different things. Okay. So chances are, if you have a question, I would say probably 99% of the time, it's been asked probably a few hundred times and answered a few hundred times. Okay. So, and sometimes you'll get that question or answer your question first, and you can just rock and roll. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, that is a huge part too. And, ask questions, get in the group, be involved, right? The community that Robbie, really has created here is amazing, right? And everybody's cheering everyone else on. And so, if you surround yourself as well, you ask questions, you don't kind of sit in the background, you're going to propel your success.
Yep, exactly. Number 6, guys, run your own race. This is also a very important thing. I know this is, more of a simple advice, but it's good advice, right? And that's to run your own race. And so what's going to happen here inside of Project Platinum, or if you guys have jumped into the Commissioner group as well, you have probably seen a lot of success, right? You probably have seen a lot of people that are, doing some big numbers. And so, that's cool, because you're like, wow, these guys are doing big numbers. then the tendency may be like, oh, well, maybe I'm behind. Maybe I'm not where I need to be, right? Guys, you are where you need to be. You're exactly in the spot you need to be, and you need to run your own race, because in this whole thing, guys, it's you versus you. One of the things I used to make a mistake when I was first, was getting into being an entrepreneur is I would start to compare. I would start to look at what other people are doing, right? And guess what would happen when I looked at what other people are doing? It took my eyes off of what I was doing, right? It's like on the highway, guys. You ever see the highway, everything's going, traffic's moving quickly, and then guess what happens? On the left-hand side, there's a car crash. And then guess what happens? People are looking over at that car crash in the other lane. And then you start to see traffic slows down. You start to see accidents happening on this lane because of that curiosity, right? Because why? Because people didn't focus on their own lane, right? They weren't running their own race, so to speak. And so it's important you guys do that here inside of Project Platinum, because when you do that, I'm telling you, you're going to be in a great spot. And just because you may feel someone is doing better than you or whatever, right? Everybody learns differently, right? I've seen people, absolutely have success right away. I've seen people it takes weeks. I've seen people it takes months. I've seen people it takes years, and all of those things are okay. As long as you stick with it, as long as you don't quit, and as long as you see it through. All right. I'm telling you guys. And one of the things that I remember one time a student asked me, like, Robbie, what's the percentage of people that have success inside of your program? And my answer was, well, the percentage is 100%, right? 100% of the people that don't quit and keep going until they're successful, right? I mean, obviously. So my advice to you guys is to run your own race, take your time, and good things will happen for you. Awesome. All right. Yeah, let's go on to, go ahead. You want to add something, Stephanie?
No, I think you covered it there. It's definitely, run your own race. Don't compare yourself to anyone else, right? Just put your head down and jump into your business.
Absolutely. Yeah. So tip number 7, guys, win where you're at. So like I said, this kind of goes along with running your own race, but a lot of times it's easy to compare what someone else is doing. And, but don't be afraid to celebrate the wins. Like, guys, one big win for you is being part of Project Platinum. That's a huge win, because guess what? There was a lot of people that watched the workshops for Project Platinum. There was a lot of people that registered for it. There was a lot of people that were thinking about jumping in. Well, guess what? Not all those people did. And the reason why was, who knows? The main reason that you guys should consider it as a win is because you guys jumped in. You guys said yes to your success. You guys got out of your comfort zone. You guys were willing to invest in your success. Yes, that's true, right? Sometimes it takes investing in yourself to be successful. I can tell you that firsthand. It's okay to invest in your success. It's okay to spend money on your success. It's okay to do that to improve yourself. And so don't be afraid to acknowledge and be thankful and win where you're at, right? That's so important, because if you're constantly looking at the future, which you should, and you should always be future facing, but don't be afraid to stop and smell the roses and be like, wow, you know what? Like, wow, I got a lot done today. I got my fan page set up today. I got my homework done today from week number 1. I got this done, right? So these are all important things to kind of keep in mind. Right, Stephanie?
Yeah, absolutely. Those are wins, 100%. So just remember, just like your action items, your goals, win where you're at. Every time you make a step forward in your business, that's a win, right? So I think that that's really, really important in any business, especially as an entrepreneur. Win where you're at. Don't compare yourself to others. This is probably, one of the most important things as well.
Yep, absolutely. That's great. So yeah, let's and guys, type in win into the chat to let me know you are going to win here. Let me know you're going to win.
Love it. I see the fire emojis. I see win. I see winning.
Awesome.
Goals, platinum.
I love it. Yeah, this is absolutely great. So guys, we're going to go ahead and show you inside of the software, and we want to show you guys inside of the members area. Okay. Because just so you know, as part of Project Platinum, you really have access to 4 main things, right? You have access to the Facebook coaching group. You have access to the Platinum app, the Project Platinum app. You have access to the membership area, which you see here on your screen. And you also have access to the Platinum tools. And so there's 2 separate things. Now, when you join Project Platinum, you were given 2 welcome emails. One welcome email was giving you the logins for this right here, for the training videos. Okay. In the second email that you got your logins for the Platinum Tools. Okay, so if you had any issues, guys, maybe you have the Platinum Tools, but don't have the membership area, make sure you guys check your spam. Like almost 99% of the time, those are going to fall. It may be in your spam if you didn't find it. Okay, now don't worry. Worst comes to worst. If you don't find it in your spam, you still don't have access, just send an email, guys, to support@robbieblanchard.com. That's support@robbieblanchard.com. And my team will be more than happy to help you get access. Don't worry, right? Just tell them, hey, listen, I'm having trouble getting access. You can also submit it, right there as well, like just by clicking the support thing and just say, hey, I don't have access to this. Can you help me out? I'm Project Platinum. And they'll get back to you guys. We have support teams that are on call 24/7. And so I would say just email them. I would recommend you don't send them multiple emails because that'll delay the time they get back to you, right? So make sure you guys are just one email. They'll get back to you. You're good to go. Okay. And so here inside of the membership area, right, we can kind of go over a couple things here. So right here is where the masterclass section is, guys, at the top. So that's where you're going to be able to find all the replays of the different weeks of the masterclass, right? And so you can see here it says coming soon. That's because, well, today is day number 1. And so obviously it's not going to be in the members area until we finish week 1 of the masterclass. And the good news is you can go back and watch the replay of the masterclass whenever you want to do it. And I would suggest that you do for sure. Okay. After that, there's a little welcome video from me here as well. In there, you have all the Facebook modules. Okay, so literally all the Facebook modules are there. When it comes to finding your platinum offers, building your landing pages, tracking your campaigns, researching ads. And during the masterclass, during these 6 weeks, we're going to refer to some of these videos because we're going to cover a lot of stuff here in the masterclass. Some of the stuff we may not like completely go over because, well, there's a video for it in the course, and we'll tell you where that video is, and you can get access to it. Okay, so you got the like finding your offers, landing pages, all that stuff is inside the Facebook modules. Then we have the YouTube modules. So in the YouTube modules, we have several modules to help you have success when it comes to running ads on YouTube, in addition to the masterclass. And so that's going to be an awesome thing for you as well. Once again, those masterclass recordings will be in the masterclass section once they are done and ready to go. All right, so we have all kinds of stuff there. We have the 7-figure landing pages. So if when Stephanie clicks on that, it's going to take them to here. Now, one of the things that people have been saying is they'll be like, oh my gosh, Robbie, this is for ClickFunnels. You told me that there is the platinum pages and we don't have to have ClickFunnels anymore, or we don't need ClickFunnels. And you're absolutely right. So just so you know, guys, right? If you are here on this page and you currently use ClickFunnels and you want to keep ClickFunnels, great. You can do that and you can use these landing pages. Now, if you don't have ClickFunnels and you're like, well, what do? I want to use a platinum page builder. No worries, because I'll show you in a little bit where you can get access to those, and that'll be in the Platinum Tools. Okay. And in that page builder are a ton of done for you landing pages that are already built into the Platinum pages. Okay. So that's the reason why we do it. We're actually just over delivering, if that's okay with you guys. Instead of just, giving you one or the other, we decided to give you both. All right. So it's definitely a great feature to have there as well. Okay. Also, we have the other options here. So down below, guys, if you're interested and you don't have to click on these, Stephanie, but we have access to, for example, the Inner Circle, which we'll talk about a little bit later on, which Coach Stephanie is one of the head coaches, or the head coach of the Inner Circle. So that's a higher level group coaching, weekly group coaching calls that you can apply for as well. We also have private coaching, right? So if you're interested in learning about private coaching, getting one-on-one help, we have that access as well. Spy Hero. So if you want to activate your 30 days of Spy Hero, that's the link you would do that there. Cometly as well. If you want to activate your 30 days of Cometly, you would go ahead and click on that. With Cometly, you do have to schedule a call with the team, Cometly team, and you would just click there and just go ahead and do that as well. And then from here, yep. So you can see there, you just go to that page there. It's going to say, click on this, set your activation by entering email. And that's the way that works. Okay. And then the last section here is your Platinum Tools. Okay. So let's go ahead and go to the Platinum Tools. So it's going to pop up right here, right? So it just says, if you don't have your login, just remember, you're going to have access to it via your spam. If it's in spam, if not, just email support and they can help you out. Okay. Now, so anything you want to add to that, Coach Stephanie?
So yeah, first of all, the membership area, you guys, there is, it's really detailed for you. So just like Robbie said, remember that when you are in the membership area, that you definitely, go through all the videos. Okay. And if you have any problems, that support, the support button is at the top for you. Just reach out to support. They're amazing. You can also access, one of the things we didn't show you in there was you can access the this platinum Facebook group, okay, right from your membership area. But just go through all the videos. That's really, really important. And then make sure for this, now we'll kind of jump into these tools, is make sure that you download the app, right, as well for your iPhone or for your, on your phone, because that's really important. Now you can access all of this on the go.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is great, guys. And so, and the other cool thing on the app too, you'll also be able to get notifications. So anytime a sale happens on ClickBank, it'll give you a notification on the app, and that's why it's so important to download this and access it, because that's where that's going to happen. Now, when you come to your dashboard, guys, you'll kind of see this right here, right? So you're going to see, top ClickBank offers on the right hand side, and then you're going to see your ClickBank sales. Well, obviously, when it says your ClickBank sales, well, it's not connected yet. So you have to actually set up your ClickBank to connect it. So Coach Stephanie, let's walk them through how to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. So you are going to click here to enter ClickBank details. Okay. Now, the first thing you need to do is you need to get right here, it'll tell you, watch the video at the bottom of this page to learn how to get the required data from ClickBank. So this is important, right? So when you see any of these notifications and there's a video, a tutorial, instruction in here, make sure you watch those. Okay. They're in here for a reason. That's really important. Okay. So this is going to really kind of just walk you step by step as well, but I'm going to do that here as well. So the first thing you need to do is you need to get your API key. Okay. Now remember, this is all from ClickBank. Okay. So you need to make sure that you have created your ClickBank account. You can go out or go to ClickBank, right? So you could do clickbank.com, and then you are going to sign in to your ClickBank account. Now, of course, I already have a ClickBank account, demo account here for you guys. Okay. So I've already created my ClickBank account, of course. But if you haven't created ClickBank yet, you'll want to make sure you do that. If you have, then now you need to associate your account, whichever account that is, to your members area there in the Platinum tools. Okay. So to get the API key first, you are going to go over to users. Okay. So from your main area here, you go to the left and you're going to click on users. Okay. And that's the most important thing. Here, you're going to say create new user. And you're going to, this is just for API. So you're going to make sure that you check this box here as this is an API only user. Okay. And then in here, description, you could write, you can call this anything you want. I could just call it Platinum, 2023. Okay. And then I'm going to hit save here. And then down here, I can also so if I had, depending on, this is your master account, but if you had, different ClickBank ID or ClickBank accounts that you're utilizing, you could associate to just one of those. Okay. And so I'm going to click on whichever one I would want, or if I want to have them all associated, for instance. Okay. And I'm going to hit save. Now it's going to generate your API key up here above. Okay. You're going to need that entire key to put into that area. So you would save that. Okay. And then copy the key. And now I'm going to go back to my members area in the Platinum tools, and I'm going to paste in that key right there. Okay. And so the next thing I need to get is the developer key. Same exact here. We need to go to ClickBank to get that. That's in a different area of ClickBank. Okay. So to get to the developer key, I need to go to account settings. And then from here, okay, you're going to go down to developer API key. Okay. And you're going to actually click edit there. And then that's going to bring you to your developer key. So you're going to create a new developer key here. And now, of course, you're going to put a description in. You can name this anything you want. Again, I'm just going to name mine Platinum. Hope you guys are all excited about this, because this is amazing. Okay. And I'm going to save this. And now it's going to give me a developer key. Again, I'm going to copy that And I'm going to go back to my platinum settings, and I'm going to put that in here. Okay. And now the last part is I need to get the secret key. Okay. So the secret key is in the same area of account settings. I'm going to go to, again, vendor settings. And here I'm going to go now to my site. And I'm going to scroll down here all the way to advanced tools. Okay. And I'm going to click on edit in advanced tools here. Oh, sorry, highlighted the whole thing. And I'm going to click on edit. And now I'm going to put in my secret key. Okay. Or I'm going to create a secret key. Okay. And I might just do, platinum like this. And I'm going to save changes. And that would be my secret key.
Yeah,
right
and then you just
here.
got to paste the notification URL there too. So in the go to the tools, and then grab that. See where it says platinum, that instant notification URL right there.
Yep.
See the just above there, right there. Grab that. There you go.
Oh yeah, I forgot to put that in.
And we got to paste that in there. Yep. Then go to edit. Yep. And then request access. Yep, there you go. Answer yes to all those questions.
Okay, perfect.
And then scroll down.
And then I'm going to put in that and accept
and
the
then
terms.
Yes, save changes.
Save. Okay.
Let's see. Okay, cool.
Advanced tools.
It should. Now let's try it.
It should be ready. And now I'm going to put that in there.
And then hit test IPN.
Yep.
Verified. Save changes. Good to go.
Just and then good to go. Yep.
Awesome. Yeah. So that's how you do it, guys.
All right. Perfect. And then here I'm going to put my secret key.
Yep.
Like that. Perfect. Save changes.
Cool.
There you go. Your ClickBank details are valid. Okay.
And the dashboard, it'll show you stats.
Stats. And of course, my stats are empty in this one because this, of course, is my demo account.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. Yep. So guys, I mean, that makes sense. Let me know in the chat if that makes sense. Don't worry, guys, you can't screw it up. If you make a mistake, you can always just clear the settings as well, and you go and try again. All right, it's very simple to do to get that going. Now it's cool because the first two steps, the secret key and the API, are for the dashboard, and then the third one, the instant notification, is something we actually built specifically for you guys that allows you, if you have the mobile app downloaded, it'll send notifications every time you get a sale, which is pretty cool. So, but yeah, that's how you set that up. Awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait to import all mine. You guys, I haven't done this because I wanted to make sure that I had this available for our demo today for the live masterclass. But I can't tell you how amazing this is. For those of you that are watching this today, if I would have loved to have these tools when I first started, and I would have loved to have something that gave me notifications on my phone every time I got a sale. So this is amazing. And it also is so cool. This should be your screenshot, right? Could be your screenshot for your goals, for your, on your phone, on your desktop, right? Like this is amazing to have. So love it.
Yep. Awesome. Cool. Yeah. Let's keep going and show people just a couple other quick tools here. Yeah.
All right, you guys. So right now we are in the main dashboard, right? And as you can see here, you're going to have all of these different areas, and we'll really dive into most of these during the next, 5 weeks of the masterclass when we're going into the Facebook area, right? And going into the intro of Facebook and all of these tools, okay? Of the content search, of the images, the creators, right? We're going to talk about, how to create, the best curiosity images and videos, right? And generating a name for your fan pages and profiles, right? Creating logos, being able to scale. Okay, there's all kinds of really cool tools in here. So in terms of the main dashboard, you're going to go to Facebook for all the Facebook tools. Okay, now remember, like Robbie mentioned, we want to make sure that you're focusing on one channel or one platform at a time, right? So focus on the Facebook or focus on the YouTube, and get through that training and work on that channel, okay? And so down here as well, you can see that you can access all of these tools as well. From this area, there's several different ways to access the tools, okay? You can go into your ad library, you can go into the proofreader, and again, we're going to really be hitting these tools during the next 5 weeks of when we're going to be talking about it. So I don't want to confuse you today. There's a lot of amazing tools in here. So we'll just remember that we will be getting to those as each week progresses in our 6 weeks training. Okay. The next, obviously, channel is going to be the YouTube, right? This is the other area of training that with all of these great, amazing tools in this toolkit here. You're going to have your text to speech. You're going to, Mariah is going to go over, how to have copyright free videos and how to generate different thumbnails for your videos, right? And transcripts in getting being able to search for different videos, right? And keyword and name generators. So again, just like Facebook, the YouTube area has all of these different tools within the channel. And then on the right-hand side, you can also access the tools from here as well. Okay. Now, remember, when you come into the toolkit, do not forget and do not take it for granted that there are some introduction training and videos in here. Okay. Make sure you're utilizing those. Okay. Because those are here for a reason. Those are here for you. Okay. Anything you want to add to that part? Robbie?
Yeah, no, this is great. Yeah, I mean, guys, so there's a lot of stuff in here, and we don't expect you to go through all the stuff today, but just just take a little bit and just go through and just kind of get a glance at stuff. And but there's tons of things in here for you guys to utilize, which is awesome.
Yeah, and so the other, so remember, you've got your dashboard at the top. You're going to go into the Facebook, toolkit, right? And then you're going to go into the YouTube. You have the YouTube toolkit, and then you have a landing page, right? And this is really where, when we get into landing pages, we're going to talk about, all of the tools in here and how to there's some really cool text tools and, picking domains and making sure that domains are available and lander compliance and lander click-through rates, right? So we'll really get to that in the future, weeks ahead. And then here you're going to be able to dive into, all the offers, right? And like basically featured offers, ClickBank, top offers, the suggested offers, right? And then, there's also some different networks here just to give you some, a variety here of different networks affiliate networks you can run from. Of course, we all know that we're running right now. Our goal is to hit ClickBank Platinum in 2023, which I know you all are going to do. And so we want to focus on ClickBank. But of course, Robbie always over delivers. And so there are these other platforms you can look at as well and run from. Okay. And then the next is your accountability tool, of course, right? This is really important. Like we talked about, these are where you're going to put in your goals, right? This week, this month, this year, your future goals, the leaderboard, which is so cool. Like you can see already, you've got some people in here with points, right? And I am a slacker because I haven't updated mine yet, but I will tell you that was also part of being, wanting to make sure I had this demo for the masterclass. But trust me, I will be in here. You will see my name as well. Okay. So, but you're going to see all of this as well. And your why, right? Update your why. This is really, really important for your goals. Okay. And then having your checklist and having your milestones. So again, you guys, this tool, this accountability dashboard is amazing. So utilize it. Okay. Next is your tracking tool, right? You're going to be able to really go in and track all your campaigns. We're going to kind of go through that later on again when we really talk about tracking and scaling and looking at the analytics. Okay. But this is an amazing tool as well. And then of course, we can't, last but not least, we have to go into our AI tools, right? I mean, who's excited? I want to see some fire emojis. I want to see AI Platinum 2023. Okay, I see them coming in. That's awesome. So you guys know, I mean, these AI tools are like game changers, right? So you have the AI tools, make sure you're going in here and looking at these, right? Going through the videos, the image. I mean, we'll really go through these when we're talking about these different areas of the masterclass in the upcoming weeks. But these AI tools are amazing. Okay. And you're going to have it also the AI tools for, your platinum pages, right? Building out your pages, building out videos, right? And then of course you have your Commently and your Spy Hero tools as well. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so again, I mean, there is so much amazing content here in the toolkit. Okay. You can't, I mean, there's no reason that everyone shouldn't be platinum in 2023 with this amazing toolkit.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. I agree. Yeah. I mean, guys, let me know in the chat. Is this awesome so far? Are you guys getting excited about all this stuff? Because if you're not, you should be, because there's so much information to help you have success, and the software. And keep in mind, guys, a lot of the stuff you see here, we used to have to do like manually, right? We had to do like old school, figure it out. And so we've come a long way, which is pretty cool. And so I'm excited to share this with you guys here in Project Platinum. So awesome. So let's go ahead and actually dive over into these slides again. And maybe we can do, let's see next year. Okay. Yeah. Cool. And then also, guys, we're going to go over Q&A real quick here, just to answer a couple of questions you guys may have. And so let's go ahead and dive into it. But before we do, actually go to that last slide there. Awesome. Yeah. So one of the things, guys, too, as well, obviously I see some people asking in the chat here earlier. I think it was maybe 10 minutes ago. I saw some people asking, like, when we talked about the inner circle. Oh, I know what it was when Coach Stephanie said she was the head of the inner circle. Someone was asking, what is the inner circle? So yeah, just so you know, guys, we have with Project Platinum, with Commission Hero, we have other available options for you guys when it comes to getting extra help and coaching. And so that's always available to you. One of those amazing things is the actual inner circle. And now with the inner circle, there are some really, really awesome things you get access to, right? You get access to additional one-on-one, or not one-on-one, but group coaching calls, right? And they're actually on Zoom. So you actually will get to see, Stephanie's face. You'll get to see my face as well. So I do a call inside of the inner circle. And we also just recently, and actually in the near future here, we're going to be adding a YouTube call into the inner circle as well. So it's a great way to get extra help and attention and support every single week, which is cool. There's another Facebook group. So basically what we're doing here is we're able to take things to the next level, get additional help and coaching and support with the inner circle program. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's something that's really, really powerful about getting extra help and coaching. And I think that's something that we have available to you guys as well. So if you want to learn more about it, guys, the link is there on your screen. I'll go ahead and type that link in the chat as well for you guys as well. But you just go to projectplatinum.com/IC, and you can set up a call with my team, and they will walk you through how to get all the details about the inner circle, how to get started, all that good stuff, right? And this is a great option too, especially like after the 6 weeks, because what's going to happen is after the 6 weeks, you're going to want to continue rocking and rolling, right? You want to get more help and attention and everything like that. And Stephanie, I mean, talk a little bit about the inner circle calls. I mean, they're awesome because they're really, there's not a ton of people on the calls. It's very intimate and a lot gets done, right?
Absolutely. So, and he's really, I mean, Robbie's being modest about how amazing the inner circle is. I mean, the inner circle is, it is just that. It's like it's an inner circle of an intimate setting, right? It's a group coaching, intimate setting. We get on Zoom, we get to know each other, and, you can share your screen, and, if it's, maybe you have a question on a setup, or, you want, some advice on your campaigns, or, again, on creatives, right? You can submit, your landing pages or your ad copy. And of course, all of these things, these, these names and this terminology may not be familiar to you yet, but the one thing to remember about the inner circle is that it's really a group coaching environment. And it's just, it's for, basic, advanced questions, all types of questions. And it's really surrounding, everyone in there loves to learn, right? And so it is, you're always going to learn like a golden nugget every time you get on a call, even if you don't have a question. And one of the other cool things is that there's also another Facebook group for that. So there's even more knowledge in there, and more of a also group, community and people that are in the inner circle. And again, and what Robbie, has done for you guys and his team has developed, they put also additional funnels in there for you. So there's all these really amazing, every month, Robbie's team, tests a product, a top product or an offer, a ClickBank product, and they offer the funnel, like your entire, a template for the landing page. It's a ad copy and ad creatives, and a lot of times audiences. So that's once a month you get those as well. And so I joined the inner circle when I first started. I mean, it was definitely a game changer for me, especially coming into affiliate marketing. So, and just being surrounded by being able to kind of advance at a little bit of a faster pace, or to that level. So yeah, it's and of course you guys will get Robbie. He does the call in there. So if you guys want to be on his call and ask him, I mean, you are the master. So if you guys want to be on a call with Robbie, you got to jump into the inner circle. But it really truly is an amazing, there's just so much energy, and really, it's a great coaching environment.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And guys, and so just want to share that information for you guys. We'll go into the Q&A right now, but, and keep in mind, guys, everything you need for success is here inside of Project Platinum, right? So we have over delivered everything you need, like, and we're just getting started here with the masterclass, but just so you know, guys, there's always additional help and coaching available to you as well. Okay. We'll talk more about that as well, because I know every time we do masterclasses like this, I always see in the chat people asking, well, how can I work one-on-one with Coach Stephanie? How can I get more access to you? Right. So, obviously we have those things available to you. Okay. So let's go ahead and answer some questions here. Let's see. One of the questions I saw, someone's asking, when is the platinum, the virtual platinum event? Good question. Yeah. So as part of the Project Platinum, you get access to the virtual event. We'll be posting details on that in the near future here, right? It's going to be happening in the next few months. And we're going to make sure that you guys get all the information, but don't worry about that for now. You guys will be good to go. Okay. And we'll make sure you don't miss it. All right. So, but good question there as well. Let's see. Another question someone's asking is, Robbie, what should I focus on first, Facebook or YouTube? I mean, it's a great question. Honestly, I think I could go either way. It really depends on what you feel like you want to do, right? Like if you say, I want to do YouTube first, then yeah, go with YouTube. If you say I want to do Facebook, then go with Facebook, right? There's nothing wrong with either one of them, but I would say just focus on one and stick to it until you have success. Okay. The great thing about it though is as you start to get better at this, and as you get to get more skilled and learn this, and you start to scale your campaigns. The cool thing is now you can run on both platforms once you get to that point, and then that's allows you to scale even more. Okay, they're both great, right? They both have their quirks for sure, but either one you can't go wrong with. That's why we included them inside of Project Platinum. All right, let's see another question. How can I access the app? Yeah, so the app is if you just go into the software and the dashboard, there's that link right there to go ahead and grab your. If you go into your, not that one, into the tools, the software guy in the software.
Yep. Sorry.
Yep, that's all right.
I'm in the right
and then
place.
Go to the dashboard.
Yep.
There you go.
They're it's at the bottom.
Yeah, it's at the bottom there. Yep. Yep. So those are your two links there. The other thing you do too, guys, depending, like for example, if you have an Apple iPhone, just go to your App Store on your phone and just search Project Platinum. All right. If you see the little Superman logo, right, that's the right one. Download it. Use your logins, right, and you can access it no problem. All right. Sweet. And let's see here. Someone said, "Is there going to be a replay of this masterclass?" Yes, there is. It's so funny. Everyone always asks me that. Like, I think that at this point, I would hope that people would know that we do replays and they will be posted. Can you imagine if I didn't do a replay? Oh my gosh. I think it'd be an uproar,
Yes,
It'll be an uproar for sure. So no, there's going to be replays, guys. They'll be available in the members area in where it says masterclass. That's where you'll have access to it. And so you'll be you can watch it and to your heart's content, right? And I would suggest you rewatch it more than once. Okay, I don't expect you to get it on the first time. That's totally fine. Okay, awesome. Let's see here. What else you got for questions? Let's see. Yeah, someone says they haven't gotten the email to access the members area. So check your spam. Definitely check your spam or promotions tab in your email. If not, just email support@robbieblanchard.com. Okay. support@robbieblanchard.com. I see someone also asked. Oh, go ahead, Stephanie.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, I see somebody saying, how, and usually too, if you don't have, the other email, if in your just know that you can go back and forth from your members area to your platinum tools once you're registered. Okay. And so that's really, really great, right? So you can go into your members area and then you can hit from your members area, you can actually access the toolkit and you can go back and forth back to your members area and back to your videos or modules.
Yep, exactly. Yep, that's right. Awesome. Let's see what else we got here. Someone's asking about what's the link for the inner circle again? Yeah, so I'll paste that link there, guys. It's just projectplatinum.com/IC. And when you do that, it'll take you to a page where you just got to fill out a couple of questions and you'll be able to set up a call with my team and they can answer all your questions about the inner circle. They'll show you inside the inner circle. And if you decide you want to do it, then they'll help you do that too. Right. Awesome. And then, yeah, someone's asking about Spy Hero. Where do I do that? So in the dashboard, guys, in your members area and in the software, there are access to sign up for 30 days of Spy Hero. And I would definitely recommend you do that because you'll see here in the next few, and there's that good looking guy right there. So that's going to be the one that you're going to go with, right? And so make sure you guys do that. And we're going to be covering a lot of stuff with Spy Hero as well. I think it's an amazing tool, not just because I created it, but because it really is oh my gosh, it's just amazing for finding and researching ads and on Facebook and on YouTube, which is great. And so, and same with Cometly. Cometly is an amazing tracking program and software that allows you to track for Facebook and YouTube ads as well. So whatever one you're going to do, Facebook or YouTube, you can track with Cometly, which is great.
Yeah, and I would say, just to, add it on to that. If you guys are not, I will say what hands down. I mean, I've obviously, there are other spy tools and there was other spy tools that I used before Robbie or before, you created Spy Hero, right? Those did not even compare to what you can do in Spy Hero. So in my opinion, especially as, obviously too, in my business, it's, those are non-negotiables to me, like having a spy tool and having a tracking software, because that is going to get you to those next levels to really scale your business to the, multiple six figures, right? To ClickBank Platinum. So, invest in yourself, invest in your business. It's important.
Yep, exactly. Yep, that's right. Awesome. Let's see what else we got here for questions. Let's see.
I see one. How or what is it, what does it take to get to ClickBank Platinum? How much do you have to do in sales? Yes. So that's a great question. And I think, you might have covered this in one year in the videos as well. But you guys, you need to do 250,000 in sales in a 12-month period, right? So in 12 months or less, you need to do 250, which is very, very achievable, especially in 2023. And so, I know you guys are all going to get there, especially if you use the tools and you use your dashboard and you set your goals.
Yep, exactly. Yep. And that's amazing. Yeah. So guys, I would definitely say that, you should strive for that. I would write that down somewhere, make that your big goal, to reach it. And so, and keep in mind, guys, that's $250,000 in sales, not even $250,000 in commission, right? So, as long as, it doesn't take that long to get there. And trust me, I know some of you are just getting started. Some of you have never had, an online, income before. I get that. I've been there. Heck, remember, I know what that's like. I've been there, right? So, and I know 250,000, you're like, oh my gosh, that seems like really big. And I get that. But trust me, like once you get things dialed in here, once you get up and running here, that number gets a lot smaller as you go through it. But you got to take action. You got to just keep at it. And that's important. And so, and also keep in mind, guys, that one of the things I would really recommend is here in the masterclass inside Project Platinum, like, don't focus on the money, right? Don't focus on the money, right? Like, if your goal is to make 250,000, great. Like that, make that your goal, but that's going to happen based on what you do on a day-to-day basis, right? So if you focus on the actual process, if you focus on setting up your campaigns, if you focus on learning everything inside and out, if you focus on that, then everything else will take care of itself. It's like if you go to the gym, right? If your goal is like, I want to lose weight, but you don't do anything, well, are you going to lose weight? No, right? You lose weight based on what you do on a day-to-day basis and a consistent basis. So, because you work out, because you eat better, the byproduct of that is you end up losing weight and getting healthier. Same thing here in Project Platinum, right? The work you put in, right, is going to result in the income that you'll earn. Okay. Which is important. And also, guys, keep in mind too, like, because you're here in Project Platinum, you also have access to Commission Hero, which is like crazy. And so, you have access to the Commission Hero group, you have access to all that stuff. So there's a ton of stuff you get access to. And there's no reason why you can't be successful with this, right? But you have to get after it. And also realize, guys, too, like, it's not always all sunshine and rainbows, right? Sometimes you're gonna have setbacks. Sometimes you're gonna feel discouraged. Sometimes you might get frustrated. Okay. And that's okay. It's all right to be frustrated. It's okay to get upset. But here's the thing. Give yourself like 5 minutes to be frustrated and then get back to work. Okay. You don't need a pity party for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, right?
I love that. That's so important.
It is super important, because I see a lot of people, like, they get frustrated and they just, like, for a whole month, they get upset about and cry about it. It's like, no, be frustrated, get upset, go outside, yell at someone, yell into the sky, whatever you got to do,
Right.
But then get back to work. Okay. Because, you should never let a temporary setback become permanent failure, guys. Okay. That's really important to remember. All right. Awesome. So, well, I think we answered most of the questions here. And I know that, if you guys have been seeing answers to your questions, that's because I also, in addition to me and Coach Stephanie, we also have people in the chat support answering questions as well. So you'll see that throughout the 6 weeks as well, because, we have, there's a lot of people in here, guys. We have hundreds and hundreds of people on this workshop, which is great. And so obviously we want to make sure we answer as many questions as possible, but my team is also behind the scenes answering questions to make sure you're taken care of. And here's the other thing I would challenge you guys to do as well is, this is week number 1. You guys are excited. You guys are motivated. You guys are ready to rock and roll. And guess what happens after week 3, week 4, week 5, things get real, right? That motivation and that excitement starts to wane a little bit. Okay. Doesn't mean you're not excited. Just means like, that's just natural. So what I would encourage you guys to do is commit to this, right? You're here today, show up every week, right? For 6 weeks, just do it. Okay. Whether you feel like it, especially do it when you don't feel like it. All right. If you're tired, if you got work, if you got other stuff, don't let those excuses get in the way of your success. Okay. And I'm telling you, if you commit to that, a lot of good stuff will happen. And we're fortunate here because what we teach and what we do, we have people that will stick with it the full 6 weeks, and we don't really see a big drop off at all. And I would encourage that to happen here as well. So guys, let me know in the chat, like, commit to it, right? Just say, like, I will, like just type in, I commit, or I'll be there, right? Because I want to make sure you guys are committed to your, to being here for 6 weeks, because we want to make sure that you stay up to date. We want to make sure you're current, make sure you're sticking to the homework and everything, which we'll give you in just a moment here. And so it's important you guys do that. So, so let's go over week 1 homework stuff.
Yeah. Week 1 homework. Okay, you guys. So, this is really important, right? Like you just said, commit, right? Commit, stick to your goals, prioritize this. So week 1, right? It's really, watch all the videos in the, Project Platinum, guide section, as well as, your modules, right? So, start to really make sure that you've gone through the modules, rewatch, right? You're going to see this recording, after this, I'm not sure actually when the recordings will be posted, and when this first week 1 will be, but, it should be up here within the next, I'm assuming, a couple days, maybe a week, but rewatch this as soon as it gets, loaded in, and then make sure you watch the, make sure you go through all the guides, right? Because there are so many really, like, even just almost teaser videos that are great training in the guide section of the Facebook group. Get signed up for Spy Hero and Cometly. You're going to need those, right? So go into those, look at that, and get signed up so that you are ready to go with those when the time is, when we're there and ready to use them. And write down your why, right? Get into the dashboard, go in and get your goals set, and integrate your ClickBank account, right? Set up for, get yourself set up for ClickBank, and also integrate that. Get the dashboard all set up, okay? And then go into the software and into the platinum tools and just start to play around in there, right? We're really gonna dive into those in the next couple weeks here during the master class. So don't worry. I know we did a real an overview today, but we will be diving into those for sure, and how we're utilizing those in the upcoming weeks. Okay. And so we just don't want to overwhelm you. There's a lot of information there. And so we're going to deep dive into each of those. So, but, go get in there and play around with them and start to get familiar, right? That's really important. And then download the app so that you have access to all of this on the go, right? So that's really important. And just commit, right? Write your goals down and make sure, to show up for week 2. That's really important, right? Show up for week 2.
Absolutely. Awesome. Yeah, I agree. And that's well said. And guys, so what we're going to do now is we're not done yet, right? Because guys, we have another section of the masterclass coming up here in just a moment, which is going to be the YouTube section, right? Now, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this first part here. So we're going to take a little intermission, probably about 10 to 15 minutes. You'll see the timer on your screen. Just make sure you're back before the timer hits 0. You'll probably hear some cool stuff. We got some a really cool thing we got to share with you guys as well. But make sure you guys are back for the second half of the masterclass. Even if you don't plan on running YouTube initially, or vice versa, like just watch them, absorb it all, take it all in, because it is really awesome information, and a lot of stuff can be translated from one traffic source to the other. Okay. And so we're going to be back in just a moment here. We're going to go ahead and take a quick little intermission, and then I will be back with Coach Mariah, and we'll be going over YouTube. And before we do, guys, let me know in the chat, was this awesome so far? You guys enjoying the masterclass? Because we put a lot of time and energy and effort into building this out and making it awesome for you. We want to make sure that it's good to go for you. So awesome. So
yeah, I'm seeing lots of hands in the air.
Yeah.
This is amazing. And I love it. All the fire emojis and platinum. I see platinum 2023. So I just, on a note too, before this quick break, I just want to say, thank you. Thanks, Robbie, for having me. But also, I'm really excited to be along the journey with all of you. And thanks for, being here today. And I look forward to the next, I won't be part of obviously this next masterclass here in YouTube in a few minutes. And Coach Mariah is amazing as well. So you guys better be ready for that, because she is she's just dynamite. So, but I'm really excited to see you guys next week, or to, talk to you next week. And thanks for, allowing me part of your journey.
Awesome. Yeah, sounds good. Well, guys, we'll be back in about 10, 15 minutes here. So make sure you guys take a little break, grab some water, you do what you got to do, and then we'll be back here for the next part of the masterclass. So that's it. And we'll see you in just a little bit.
Bye.
All right, we are back. What's going on, everybody? Robbie here once again, and thank you so much for bearing with me during that little brief intermission. Hopefully you guys are doing great. I see a lot more people jumping on, which is awesome. And so really excited to be here with you guys for week number 1. And hopefully you guys are just as excited as I am. And guys, actually, let me just ask you, let me know in the chat, guys, if you're excited about getting started with Project Platinum, because over the last, oh my gosh, probably the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about Project Platinum. You guys have been seeing how awesome it is, seeing the AI software, seeing all the training, all the stuff. And now today is day 1 of the masterclass. And so I'm just so grateful to have everyone here, because, I never take it lightly, the fact that you guys are, entrusting me with helping you guys succeed online. And, it's something that we, I pride myself on, is the fact that we have an awesome team, we have an awesome system. And we really, our main focus is to help you have success. And that's what we're here to do today, is to help you have success using Project Platinum, so that way you can be on your way to reaching ClickBank Platinum, which I'm really, really excited to have everyone here. And we have a lot of people on today's training, which is amazing. And I would really encourage you guys, because one of the things I've seen in the past, anytime I've done, master classes in the past, is, the first week or two, people are excited through the roof, tons of motivation. And then what happens is, you get into week 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then, we see a little bit less people on. And so would strongly encourage you guys. I want to call each and every one of you guys out to actually show up every single week, right? Here's the thing: motivation is going to come and motivation is going to go, right? The most important thing you have to have is developing those habits for success. And one of the biggest habits you can have for success is just showing up, right? 90% of life is showing up, whether or not you feel like it or not. Just show up, make it happen. And when you do that, really good things will happen to you. I'm telling you that right now, okay? Because you're not always going to be motivated. You're not always going to be, through the roof excited. You have to just develop those habits and make sure you guys show up. So guys, type in "show up" into the chat to promise me that you guys are going to show up for all 6 weeks, because trust me, the stuff we're going to cover over these 6 weeks, I really believe and truly believe and know it's going to help you get to ClickBank Platinum and beyond, right? And so that is my main goal. Yeah, I see everyone typing in, showing up. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, guys, really excited to be here with you guys as well. And we are going to start the second part of week number 1, where we're going to be focusing on YouTube, right? Which is the 6-week YouTube masterclass. Now, as I mentioned earlier, during the Facebook training, you guys are so lucky because you have the ability to learn and you get access to 2 versions of the 6-week masterclass, the Facebook version and the YouTube version. Now, the reason why we put this together, as I mentioned before, is with Project Platinum, our main goal is to help you have success. And so what we want to do is we want to make sure we do whatever we can to help you have success using this system. And that's why we introduced YouTube into it. And one of the things I want to be very clear about is, I see some people asking if they have to run Facebook and YouTube at the same time. No, you do not. Okay. We're giving you access to both. And the reason why is because not only do I want to spoil you guys, but also to give you options. Okay, but what I would say is to focus on one traffic source at a time. So if you're going the Facebook route, stick on the Facebook route for a while until you mastered it, right? If you're going the YouTube route, stick on the YouTube route until you mastered it. Okay, because one of the things when you first start out and you're first getting kind of your feet wet, so to speak, it's going to take a little bit of a learning curve, and so it's important to stay on one track. Once you learn it, then you can go ahead and do the other one. All right, but don't jump back and forth between the two, at least initially. Okay, does that make sense? Awesome, guys. Cool. And then, as I mentioned before, we just did the first half of the masterclass where Coach Stephanie, who's also a ClickBank Platinum level member and coach, she has been awesome with the Facebook training. Yeah. By the way, guys, let me know in the chat, how was the training with Coach Stephanie? Was it good? All right. Awesome. Yeah, people saying yes, it was good. I love that. And so you guys got access to Coach Stephanie, and then I'm really excited. This is kind of a special moment. Introduced the next coach for the YouTube side of things, and that is Coach Mariah. Now, Coach Mariah is not only a coach, she's not only a super affiliate, she's not only a ClickBank Platinum member, but she is also my significant other, which is awesome. She's been we've been together for over 6 years now, and it's been amazing. And she's my better half for sure. And I just appreciate her each and every day, and she's awesome. And one of the things that she's been able to do is she was able to have success as an affiliate, right? And it didn't start out that way. I can tell you that right now, because when we first got together just over 6 years ago, I was just getting into the affiliate stuff, or just get some success. And she wanted nothing to do with it, right? And it wasn't probably until a couple of years in where I had to kind of convince her, hey, listen, like I really think you should do this. And she actually went to one of my events, and she saw like ordinary people having success using the system. And I remember her saying, like, geez, if these people can do it, then I can do it too. Well, flash forward to now, guys, this past year in 2022, she did over 7 figures in commissions, which is pretty amazing, right? In addition to that, she was the top 30th in the world on ClickBank this past year, right? Which is pretty cool. And she's, I would argue, she's probably in the top 5 at least of female affiliates in the world, if not top 3. She's a ClickBank Platinum award winner and member. She's also a coach inside of Commission Hero as well, and here in Project Platinum. And so I'm really excited to introduce Coach Mariah. So Coach Mariah, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm super excited to be here today. I'm looking forward to the next 6 weeks. We're going to be going over a lot of good stuff. And I'm excited to show you everything that you need to know to run successful YouTube ads and also help you achieve that ClickBank status, the platinum status.
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. And that's a big thing here, guys. And so, guys, in the chat, just give a big welcome to Coach Mariah as well. Just say, hey, Coach Mariah, because you'll be hearing a lot of her in the coming weeks. And also, you'll be seeing her in the Facebook group and all that good stuff as well. And so, one of the things I want to emphasize is because you guys are here in Project Platinum, if you've ever been part of other courses, one of the things that always used to drive me crazy is that, a lot of the coaches, you'd be like, I don't know, are they really like having success with this system, or like, are they just like, just hired employees, or what's going on? And one of the great things about, what we do here in Project Platinum is, the people that you're learning from have not just, talk the talk, they walk the walk, and they've had success doing what they're teaching you. And so that's really awesome. And so Coach Mariah, so before we begin, like, do you want to just kind of, add anything in terms of like your experience, like, and just some, words of encouragement for people?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, guys, when I started, like Robbie said, I didn't have any experience. I worked as a drafter, as a designer, and I knew nothing about affiliate marketing. So I remember in the beginning, I had self-doubts. I didn't know if I could do this. I didn't think I had the time or the money or the experience. English is not my first language, so that was also something that I didn't think I would be able to do it because of it. And but then I, met a bunch of people that were actually having a lot of success, and I'm like, well, you know what? If they can do it, I can do it too. And then I started to go over the training, right? And I took notes. I watched some of the videos over and over again until I understood everything that was in the video. So that's what I want to tell you is just make sure that you're paying attention, take notes, watch the video more than once if you have to, believe in yourself, because I know you can do it. If I could do it, then you can too. And and just be persistent. One step at a time, just do a little bit every day, and you'll see how far you're going to come.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's good stuff. And so, yeah, guys, so bottom line is, really make sure you commit to this, and it's okay to have, some doubts. It's okay to be a little overwhelmed when you first start. It's okay to feel unsure if you can do this or things like that, because Coach Mariah just said that, right? She, she was in the same position you guys are when she first started, but she realized, wow, like other people are having success with this. Then if they can do it, then I can do it too. And she stuck with it. And I'll tell you, like, to her credit, she's stuck with it, right? She was, she has ups and downs and everything like that. But hey, everyone who's successful in life is going to have ups and downs, right? The key is you got to stick with it. You keep going forward. And when you do that, you can definitely reap the results big time. Okay. And so, guys, we're going to go over just quickly the agenda for the 6-week YouTube masterclass, just so you guys have an idea of what to expect coming up. And so when it comes to the 6 weeks, guys, just so you know, I see someone asking in the chat, is this going to be recorded? Yes, it's going to be recorded for sure. We're absolutely going to have that set up, so you'll be good to go. Also, just keep in mind, guys, I don't fully expect you to understand everything we cover on your first go around when it comes to listening. So it's totally fine to go ahead and actually, listen and watch over again, right? It's perfectly fine. As a matter of fact, I would suggest that even though you're on here for the training with us, definitely once we post a replay of this in the members area, make sure you guys rewatch it and you'll be good to go. Okay. Does that sound good? Awesome. So week number 1, we're going to be going over mindset. We did cover mindset quite a bit in the Facebook section, but we're going to go over it again here as well, just so you guys are understanding what it takes to be successful, because success is not just about X's and O's. It has a lot to do with that thing between your ears, which is your mind, because if you think that you can't be successful, you will not be successful. And on the flip side, if you think you can be successful, you will be successful. And so we'll go over that briefly today. Also, we're going to cover the Platinum Tools overview, specifically the YouTube and the AI side of things. We're not going to cover the Facebook side of things on this part of the masterclass, because, well, that was covered in the YouTube, the previous first part, which is focused on Facebook, right? We're going to go over a Google ad account setup. Obviously, we are doing YouTube ads, but Google owns YouTube, so that's why we have to set up a Google ad account, which is essentially for YouTube. And we're going to show you how to get that YouTube channel set up as well. Anything else that you want to add to that, Coach Mariah?
No, I think you got everything covered. So when it comes to the YouTube channel setup, we're going to be going over setting up your channel art and what a YouTube channel is, why you need it. But yeah, that's we're going to go over the platinum tools, which is like, you're going to love the tools, a lot of good stuff in there. And yeah, I think that's it.
Awesome. Yeah, sounds good. So let's dive into it right now, guys. So first thing we want to cover today is mindset, right? And so guys, type mindset into the chat. I want to make sure you guys are paying attention here, right? So go ahead and type mindset. Now, I want to just share a couple things here, guys. One of the things I'm not going to do here, this is not going to be kumbaya, and this is not going to be, where, a Tony Robbins, seminar or something like that, right? But what I want to share with you guys, I want to give you a couple tips to be successful when it comes to what we do here in Project Platinum, okay? The one thing I would say is when it comes to your success here in Project Platinum, the first thing you got to do, guys, is you have to go all in, okay? One of the things I see a lot of people do is when they join programs like this, or when they think about like, oh, how am I going to be successful, or one of the things I'll see people say is like, oh, I tried to do this and I didn't have success, or I tried this and I didn't have success. They use the word try a lot, right? Well, as you know, the famous Yoda from Star Wars, he said, do or do not, there is no try. Okay, so what does that mean? Basically, it means that if you want to be successful, you either become successful or you don't. Okay, there is no trying. All right, you can't try to be successful. You either are successful or you are not successful, depending on what you're doing, right? And so I would highly encourage you guys to go all in on your success and make sure that you commit to your success, because this is not about trying. If you're just going to try to be successful, if you're just going to tiptoe in and dabble into this, then your success is going to take a lot longer to get to where it needs to be. On the flip side, if you go all in, if you burn the boats, if you say, you know what, I'm going to give this 100%, 1000% my attention, right? I'm not going to try. I will be successful no matter what, no matter how long it takes, then surprise, surprise, you'll have a lot of success. And I think that's a big, important part of it. And that's something that even, Coach Mariah did for herself, because, for a little while there, she was trying, and, but then she decided to go all in. And then when she went all in, like we're talking all in. I mean, she was, Mariah, what time would you go to bed sometimes? You're like, what, 3, 4 in the morning?
Yeah. Well, 3 in the morning. I basically I remember watching training videos, participating on live calls, right? All day when I was exercising, I was listening to videos. I was basically like 24 hours a day, even in my sleep, I was actually thinking about ads.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we're talking about, right? Like, and I know some of you might say, well, that sounds kind of crazy. Well, yeah, guess what, guys? That it is crazy, but that's what it takes to be successful. Like, I've never met someone in life that isn't obsessed about the thing they want to be successful at, right? And I think that's where you need to be too. So if you're really serious about wanting to be successful with this, just become obsessive about it, right? As Coach Mariah said, she was, when she's running on the treadmill, going for a run, she's literally listening to coaching calls or, the masterclass calls. Like, you do the same thing too, guys, which is cool because you have access to the app as well, where you can just literally, on the app has all the recordings and everything you need there as well. So that's what we need to get from you to be committed to that, guys. And so just type in commitment, right? Type in commitment into the chat if you guys are committed to be successful with this. Awesome. Cool. I see all of them coming in. Awesome. Great. Love it. And also I would mention too, guys, is when it comes to mindset, one of the things I would really commit to is really understanding and establishing what your why is, right? What's the reason why you wanted to be successful with this system in the first place, right? Now, obviously there's that monetary aspect where I want to make money. I get it. We all do, but there has to be something deeper, right? There has to be something deeper that really causes you to stick with it, because let's face it, money is not going to be the main motivator, for a long period of time, right? Because what happens? Sometimes you get discouraged. Sometimes something happens. Sometimes you have a setback. And if you're just money driven, you're probably not going to stick with it, right? So how do you get past that point? Well, the way you do it, guys, you got to establish what your why is. So for me, when I first started out, one of the big things was being able to, first of all, have a better quality of life, to be able to do things that I wasn't able to do growing up. So, for me, I remember growing up, we never went on vacation. We always had to, buy things that we couldn't, we had to buy, we had to shop at Walmart, for example. We had to do, there was stuff where, I was used to being told no all the time with everything. And so for me, growing up, I always wanted to have like more success. And don't get me wrong, I had a great childhood, but, I always was kind of driven to be like, man, I really want to be able to to do more, right? To do more in life, to not have to go into the grocery store and compare prices and be like, okay, well, this is 2 for $1 and this one's, but I really want this thing over here that's $6, right? Like I didn't want to be in that position. And so, I worked like heck to get there, right? And to get to where I am today, where now I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Also a big why for me is being able to be able to provide more for, family and friends and everything like that. And so, for example, I shared this on the training that we did, but, being able to take care of my dad, because my dad went through a lot of health issues in the past couple of years. He had a major heart attack, and then he had, colon cancer, and then he had to go through chemotherapy. And so for me, having the freedom that this business provides allowed me to be there with him and to take care of him, and to literally hire, 2 nurses that would, at-home nurses that would take care of him as well. And so, I think that played a major role in his being able to be recovered from everything. He's fully fine now and 100% good health. And I think a big part of it is being the fact that I was able to be there with him during that process, right? Also being able to do some cool things too. Like I was able to recently just purchase him a new home down here in Florida. So that way he doesn't have to live by himself up in Massachusetts in the snow and everything like that. So these are things that, I don't share to boast or to brag, but to show you what's possible when you learn the system and get this going. Mariah, how about you? Like what was your big why for wanting to be successful with this?
I think similar to yours. I felt like I was stuck at a moment in my life where I was stuck. I couldn't afford to have things that I wanted, or to afford more, right? Because I used to work at a job where I could only get paid so much. They could only pay me so much, and I couldn't grow from there. And I felt like, I really want to be able to invest and grow professionally. And I just felt like I didn't have a lot of opportunity where I was. And this was, for me at least, was an opportunity where I was like, okay, now I can actually make as much money as I want to. It's all up to me, right? I'm not depending on this company that can only pay me so much. And the other thing too was freedom. I think I remember when I started, right after I started, like a year into it, or 2 years, I think, we wanted to move to Florida. And a big thing for me was, my family lives in Massachusetts, and I want to be able to, if we're going to move to Florida, I want to be able to work from home, to have control of my schedule, so I can actually travel anytime I want to see them. So that was the other, a big part of why I wanted to be able to have my own business and do this, so that I could have control of my time and basically work when I wanted to work, and be able to travel or work from anywhere, right? And still be able to have enjoy life and live in a place that we like.
Yeah, absolutely. And also you just recently, you were able to, buy your first investment real estate purchase too, right?
Yes. Yeah. And that was one of my goals this past year. And yeah, and that it was all because of what I learned from the 3-step system, and from what I was able to do with affiliate marketing. I really, if I look back from before I started, with the paycheck that I used to get, I would never be able to afford a investment property like now. So yeah, I'm pretty happy that I was able to do that, and I still have more goals that I want to achieve this year. So yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. And it's not just any property, guys. This is talking about like it's a condo that's like literally right on the beach, right? It's the ocean view. It's awesome. And it's just a really big testament, guys, to, putting in the work, sticking with it. And when you do that, this system really can do some amazing things for you in your life. And guys, let me know in the chat, does this inspire you? Does it get you excited? I'm not sharing my story. Coach Mariah is not sharing her story to brag or to boast. Hopefully you guys understand that. But really, we're just sharing this with you to show you what's possible. Because heck, years ago, right, I was just a gym owner. Okay. I didn't have an online business. I didn't even know what ClickBank was. And I'm here today. Coach Mariah, when she first started, she didn't even think that she could do this, because all these different things that she was thinking, like if I don't have enough money, or English is my second language, things like that. And she was able to make it happen too. So, really, you guys are at that starting point today, which is awesome, right? And so just trust us here, because we're further down the road than you guys are, and I'm telling you that we know what the path is. And so as long as you start one foot in front of the other and just stay on that path and follow what we teach you during these 6 weeks and beyond, you're going to be in a really, really good position. I see everyone saying they're fired up and expired. Awesome. Someone said I got to rent that condo. Yeah, absolutely. You definitely can. We'll send you the link later. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so this is awesome, guys. And so let's dive into it, guys. When it comes to the Project Platinum tools overview. So what I'm going to do here, I'm actually going to stop sharing my screen. I'll have Coach Mariah start sharing her screen. And then we want to give you a kind of an overview of the Platinum tools, because I'm sure some of you have gone through these, but I want to really kind of dive into these a little bit deeper so you can see just how powerful and how valuable these tools are. Because keep in mind that you could not have access to these tools before because they didn't exist. And there was a lot of times, you can share your screen, Mariah, when you're ready. There's a lot of tools here that required a lot of manual work in the past, right? You'd have to do things like, come up with your own scripts. You'd have to come up with, video stuff. I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of manual work. And now what you're able to do is you can actually use the tools to have a lot of success, which we're really excited about. So all right, yeah. So Mariah, if you want to go ahead and just pull up the Platinum Tools software, so that way we can dive into the YouTube tools right now. And guys, just so you know, when it comes to the YouTube tools, it's really important to remember that these are tools that in the past would require a lot of manual effort. I mean, you'd have to come up with a lot of stuff on your own manually, which is really, kind of difficult. And now what we've done with Project Platinum is in the YouTube tools here, we've been able to automate virtually everything that used to be manual work. So it allows you to have even more success here is what we do here inside of Project Platinum, which I'm really excited about. So yeah, Coach Mariah, so let's go over the YouTube tools.
Awesome. Yeah. So to get here, guys, all you have to do is just click on YouTube, and then you'll see all the tools inside the YouTube section here. So the first one here is called text-to-speech. So what this does is basically once you write your script for your video ad, which we're going to be going over in another training, once you write that script, you can actually paste that in here and then generate a voice over for that script. So you can have that voice on the video, okay? I'm going to show you an example. So I'm going to go ahead, go to Spy Hero here, and I'm just going to copy some text here and paste it so you can see how it's done. And let's go ahead and just keep English United States, but as you can see, you can actually choose English United Kingdom if you want. And you can pick from the different genders. We're going to choose male, and let's just choose standard and see how it sounds.
Okay, to keep a long story short, from 275 to 158 pounds. I'm 57 years old, 5 feet 4. Due to my weight, I felt tired and
And if you don't like the way that sound, guys, just pick another option here. There's some really good ones. Let's try this one out.
Okay, to keep a long story short, from 275 to 158 pounds. I'm 57 years old.
And yeah, and this is how this works. So you can add some commas if you want the voice to pause, or if you don't, then you just remove the comment and it's going to go a little bit faster. You can adjust the speed here on the right side, and the pitch and the volume as well. Okay, so this is really, really cool tool. We're going to be using this, like I said, in another video where we're going to be setting up our first YouTube video together.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. And actually, here's a good question I'm seeing in the chat. Sorry to interrupt there, Mara, but there was a question in the chat in terms of like, what's the better voice? Like, for example, like if you're promoting a weight loss offer, is it, should you do a male voice or a female voice when you do your speech stuff?
Yeah, typically a male voice performs better. Just there's a sense of authority with the male voice over the female voice, and there's just people trust that more for some reason. But you can always test the two different voices and see how it performs for you. But generally speaking, typically the male voice does better, and you can tell that because most VSLs, video sales letter, usually there's a male actually narrating that VSL. So yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, great question and great answer. Yeah, awesome. And so this is the nice thing about this too, guys, because you can download this MP3 and you can make adjustments on it. And so we'll show you a little bit later on how you can actually, find winning ad scripts for your YouTube videos, rewrite them with the AI tools, and then put them into the text to speech, which can be really powerful. So we'll cover that a little bit later on as well. But yeah, let's keep going here.
Yeah. Okay, so the next tool is copyright-free videos. So here you can actually find, let's say, exercising, find videos for you to use, find clips for you to use on your video ads. Okay, so when we set up the video ads, we're going to need a voice, we're going to need a script, a voiceover, and we're going to need some scenes to go with that script. So here you can type different scenes. So let's say that you're talking about exercising, you can type that word in here, find some videos that of people exercising and use that for your video ads. Let's say we have a scene where we're talking about diets, then same thing here. You can actually search for food, people eating, right? And that can be something that you can use for that part of your script. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this is great. And guys, just so you know, if I know some people saying, well, how do I use the videos? How do I edit the videos? Don't worry about that, guys, because we'll cover all that during these 6 weeks. The main thing is I just want you to kind of sit back, relax. I want you to kind of soak in all we're going to teach you guys today on this masterclass, because I know it may seem a little overwhelming when you first start, but it's going to get much, much easier, because what we do is very repetitive, right? So, once you learn the kind of the flow of everything, you'll become very, very good at it. So don't worry about that, guys. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is really easy, guys. Just search for a keyword and then simply hit download, and downloads that video clip to your computer so that you can use it later. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the next tool here is called Thumbnail Generator. So this is a tool we're going to use to set up a thumbnail for your video ad, right? Mm-hmm. It's basically a still image that it's placed right next to before people click on your ad, on your video, right, they see that image. So that's what this thumbnail is for. And here we can actually choose from the template, edit, or we can simply create one from scratch, add some images that we found online, and text and draw. So we'll be going over, there's a video that we actually go over how to set up your thumbnails. But yeah, this is what this tool here is for.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is a nice tool, guys. And we'll go over that as well. And but this is one of my favorite ones here, is this the video transcript tool.
Yeah, the video transcript, really cool tool here. Let me head over to Spy Hero again and show you how that tool works. So here, what we can do is find a video on YouTube, on Spy Hero, and grab that URL. Let me head over, click here, view on YouTube. And then copy the URL here. And now we can paste it in here and watch what happens. And now we get the transcript for that video ad, right? So the way that this works, actually, Robbie touched base on this, is we can actually find video ads in Spy Hero, right, that are running successful ads. Paste that link in here, get that script, and modify it, right? Just rewrite it with your own words. And then we can head over to the text to speech tool and generate that voiceover for that script. So really, really easy to do, very automated process for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mariah, let's actually show them another. I know you did a script for like a Viator. Let's actually show them an actual script from a
weight loss.
Weight loss. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Let's go ahead and choose this one here. Click on view in YouTube. Grab the URL here. And now paste and get info.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Boom.
There we go. Yeah,
Awesome.
And we can even rewrite, actually click rewrite, and it will rewrite it for you as well. So you actually don't have to do any of the work.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, right? I mean, that's super cool. So yeah, guys, you can see how powerful this is, because in the past, if you wanted to get a script or a transcript written up from a video, you'd have to go on to like a paid site where they pay you, like charge you per word. It's like so many cents per word. Or you'd have to just kind of write it down by hand on yourself. And so one of the nice things about this tool is now if you find a ad, and one of the nice things about, for example, Spy Hero, which you guys have access to, for 30 days by being part of Project Platinum, is that you can actually see the stats on the ad as well in terms of how much revenue is being made. So you can say, wow, this one's made, this one's spent 450 grand. Oh, wow, this must be a winning ad. I'm going to go ahead and grab the transcript from it. And so you can do that with one click, and then you're good to go, right? And so this is really powerful because this is stuff that used to take a lot much more effort and time, and now you don't have to worry about that because the tools do all the heavy lifting for you. So it's really, really cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
And just one more thing, guys, we're going to be going over Spy Hero a little bit more in the next video, okay, in the next week two video. And I'm going to show you how you can actually see from which of the videos in Spy Hero are actually the successful ones and the ones that you want to model the script from. So yeah.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. So that's good. Awesome. Yeah. Let's keep going here.
All right. Video info. Then same thing. We can type that, paste that URL in here, click get info, and then we can get some information about the video, right? The channel, views, how many likes, yeah. And I mean, the views is really what's the most important, right? Because the more views that it has, then that's a good indication that this video is doing well.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. That has what, over 9 million views so far. This one video, guys. So if here's the deal: if someone's running an ad and it has 9 million views on it, actually, let me know in the chat if you were to find an ad like this and you were to see that it had 9 million views on it. Do you think it's a video that's doing well and making money, or it's not making money? Let me know in the chat.
I see a bunch of money emojis there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think people are pretty smart, right? That was kind of a silly question, but yeah, you're making money, right? So the more views you see on a video like that, you're going to be able to have a good guess that they're making some good money with it. Also, I see someone else saying, well, why does it say video unavailable? Well, just so you know, sometimes what happens is it'll show like unavailable just because either it's unlisted on the channel, so it won't show on the preview. But obviously, like when Mariah went to the actual video itself on YouTube, it was there, right? So yeah, so there it is there, right? So that's the nice thing about this as well. And you can see it has a ton of views there, 9 million views, and it's been running for a month. So you can see this really does do very, very well. Okay. Does that make sense, guys? Let me know in the chat. Is this helpful so far? Let me know in the chat if this is making sense. You guys are getting some good stuff out of this. Awesome. Cool. I see all the yeses coming in. Perfect. All right. Yeah, let's keep on going.
Yeah, channel info, same thing, guys. You just paste the URL that you want to find out more information about that video. And here you can see some other videos, other channels, right, Robbie?
Yep, exactly. Yeah. So what will happen too, and you'll see this because this is actually, I'm glad I did this because, sometimes if that video, for example, remember how it said video unavailable, if you go and because the video is unlisted and you go to channel info, it won't show any info on it. Okay. And that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But what it'll do is it'll send you like other videos that are based on that. So let's just try another one just for the heck of it in Spy Hero. See if we can find another video that we can pop in here. Yeah. So you can see this one says no video unavailable. Let's find another weight loss one here. And then hit search. Yeah, perfect. Let's see if we can find another one that's yeah, there you go. So let's go ahead and grab that video and let's see if that does better for us here. And it'll think for a second and then it should pop up here. Yeah, just go ahead and do that again. Did you click it? There you go. All right, cool. Yeah, okay. So it's same thing. So maybe this is an unlisted video as well, but that's okay. But basically the main point is, guys, is when it comes to the channel itself, it will have that information on a listed video. If it's an unlisted video, sometimes it can do something like this, which is fine. So let's keep going.
Yeah. Video search. Okay, so this video here, what you can do is basically type a keyword, and let's just type one so you can see weight loss, search. And There we go. And now you can see where the channels, like weight loss videos, what channels those videos are. And you can even use this for ideas for your own videos, or you can even use as targeting, right? For your audiences, who you're targeting, channels that you're targeting. And yeah, so really cool stuff. You can also do the same for, you can search for channels here, search for popular videos in the US. Let's try that. There we go. And this is basically where you can find some videos to advertise on, some channels, and even get ideas for your own videos.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, so this is great, guys. So basically, you're able to search from, all different types of videos, and it's good too to do a little research as well, because you can find some different angles and what works and what may not work, and so that's a really nice tool to have as well.
Okay, and then we got the channel search. Same thing. We just type a keyword here, and then we'll see some channels that we can actually even target if we want. There we go. So channels about weight loss that you can actually, we're going to be talking about how to set up your campaign. We're going to talk about audiences and different ways that you can target. And one of the ways is actually targets some channels. So this is how you can actually do that too.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is great. And this is just awesome, guys, because it gives you the ability to research, without having to go on YouTube and try to just randomly find stuff. Using these tools allows you to find exactly what's working, and that way you can make adjustments on the fly from it as well, which is really, really cool. So awesome. Let's go into the next tool.
Keyword. And with keywords, guys, it's similar to the channels. When we actually set up our audiences, we can type a bunch of keywords, interests, and we can actually advertise to those keywords. Okay, so this tool here helps you search for keywords related to your product, right? To what your product's about, your niche, and find you related keywords to that. So whatever you type here, it will give you some related words, keywords that you can use.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really cool. Yeah. So once again, guys, look at all the stuff in there. There's tons of stuff in terms of, weight loss after delivery, weight loss, affirmations. I mean, there's lots of keywords in there that you can use, that you can now, really hone in with your actual advertising. And now, once again, guys, some of this stuff may not make sense right away for you, and that's totally fine. But just know this is like really amazing stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's important to remember. Yeah. And let's go to the last tool here.
And the last tool is the name generator. So basically, you can use this tool to help you generate a name for your YouTube channel. So you see here, you pick the niche that you're in, and then it automatically generates the name. If you don't like the name, you can actually click on this button here, and it will generate a different name for you. Yeah. Let's try DIY here. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so this is just really cool tool for you to use. Especially if you have no idea what name to use, just use this tool here. As a matter of fact, we're going to be going over how to set up your YouTube channel in this training, and I'm going to show you we're going to pick a name from this tool here by using the name generator tool. Okay. So I think the next thing is to go over, right? What we have next is talk about platinum, how to find your platinum offers. And you can do that as well inside the platinum tools. So here you can click on offers and even find feature offers, or you can go into offer suggestions and see and choose from what offers you want to advertise. Okay, guys. So really cool tool. If you haven't seen this tool yet, go through it to see decide what offer you want to promote. You can actually click by affiliate network here, and you can see the offers that are trending up as well. And then I would choose obviously one of the offers that are the top offer, right? A top offer to promote. So that way you know it's a good offer, that it's converting well, and that's going to get you to that platinum status.
Yeah, absolutely. And guys, a couple of things when it comes to the a platinum offer, right? So when we call something a platinum offer, basically what we're saying is that this is an offer that for sure, without a doubt, can generate over $250,000 in sales for you without an issue, right? And so that's why we really love these tools, because with these ClickBank offer tools here, you can actually see which offers are trending up and which ones are trending down. Now, there's a couple categories and a couple things that we want to do when it comes to making sure that you are finding a platinum offer. Number one, it should be a high-paying offer, so it should pay you over $100 per sale. Okay. Number two, it should be in a large category or niche, right? Which basically means like a health niche or weight loss niche or things like that. Number three, it should be a top offer on ClickBank, right? And so you can see here, right? This is how you find it out. So if you actually click on view all offers there on the top left, you'll be able to see an actual list of all of the offers that are listed in terms of popularity on ClickBank. So there you go. So number one, so Alpiline, for example, is a top offer. It's got an earnings per sale of $139 right there. It is a dietary supplement. So it checks off all three things for us for it being a platinum offer. And so that's great, because now I don't have to wonder if the offer is going to convert or sell or whatever, but it's going to do very well. And so that's one of the best things about it as well there, right? So keep in mind, guys, when it comes to this setup, right, make sure that you have an offer that pays over $100 per sale, make sure it's in a large category niche, and make sure it's a top offer on ClickBank. And that is how you find a platinum offer. Now, when it comes to finding a platinum offer, guys, one thing I would really encourage you, it'll be part of your homework actually this week, is to actually choose which offer you want to promote. Okay. Obviously, there are some offers in Project Platinum that you have access to, done for you stuff. So you can go there. I would probably choose one of those offers to start, because most of the assets and stuff is done for you. So it gives you a head start, but certainly take the time to go through these offers and find one that you think may be beneficial to you. So yeah, cool. Any questions on that, guys? Let me know in the chat. Any questions here? Someone said, okay, good question here. Someone's saying, if I don't want to promote weight loss, what is a good niche to promote? Let's see. Yeah, so there's a couple other ones. I mean, there's like a relationship niche. There's the do-it-yourself niche. There is there's other health offers inside of the health niche that are not weight loss. For example, there's diabetes offers. There's one called like glucose. There's all kinds of other ones that GlucoTrust is a good one for diabetes. There's some other good ones that you can use as well. And so there's also like there's men's health. There's some other ones that you can do that can do very well. So but once again, guys, don't get caught up on I'm not going to promote this offer or stuff like that. Have an open mind, because at the end of the day, our goal here is to promote the best offer that's going to convert the best, right? This is not about being passionate about an offer. It's about making money, which is what Project Platinum is about. So kind of keep that in mind. Anything you want to add to that, Coach Mariah?
No, I mean, I agree 100%. You do want to start out with an offer that you know for sure it's going to convert, right? So that way, when you're testing your ads, you're confident that the offer converts, that you might just need to work on your ads and make it a little bit better. So starting out with a top offer, or offer that even pays well, right? Then it's definitely the way to go.
Yep, exactly. Yep. Awesome. Awesome. And so, yeah, so once you have the top offer, guys, then we're going to go ahead and move forward here to the next thing, which is getting a Google ad account set up. Now, this is obviously important, because in order to run ads on YouTube, right, you have to have a ad account. And so we're going to walk you through the steps here on how to make that happen.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is open a new window here, and we're going to go to ads.google. Okay. And if you're not signed in yet, go ahead and sign in to your Google account, right? So this would be just your Gmail account. I'm already signed into mine. But if you don't have a Gmail account, guys, just create a Gmail account. You're going to need one. Sign into that. And then you're going to see, your screen might look a little bit different than mine, because I already have some Google ad accounts in here. But all you have to do is go ahead and click new Google Ads account and create a new account. And here, guys, you can skip campaign creation here at the bottom. Okay, so you don't have to do that. And now it's going to ask you to confirm your business, the country, your billing country, right? So where your credit card is from, your time zone, your currency. So I'm just going to hit submit. All of that's correct for me. And now you can just like explore your account. And that's how easy it is to actually create a Google Ad account. Pretty crazy, right? So the next step is once you create your Google account, then I would suggest that you go ahead and set up a payment method for your Google account, okay? So to do that, you wanna click on Tools and Settings here at the top, and then you wanna go to Billing here. Let's click on Settings. And then here is where you can actually add your payment method, okay? I already have one in here, so all I have to do is submit, but go ahead and type that information, and then you'll be all set with whatever with your Google Ad account, and you're ready to get started and advertise on that account, okay? So really, really simple, really easy to set up one. Now, if you're asking yourself, I think I see some people asking here in the chat, well, how many Google Ad accounts can I have? Well, you can actually create sub ad accounts all with the same Gmail account. So you can actually have multiple Google Ad accounts, okay? What you don't want to do is try to create different Google Ad accounts with different Gmail accounts, okay? So if you just need an extra Google Ad account, you can actually log into the same Gmail and create another Google Ad account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Guys, that makes sense in the chat. So, really it's very, very simple to set up an ad account. It really is a lot, actually it's a lot simpler, I think, than Facebook is in terms of getting set up. Because one of the things that, with Facebook, we talked about in the training is, you have to warm things up a little bit more and things like that. But, when it comes to this, it's a little bit quicker because you don't necessarily have to warm up your Gmail account to get this set up. And so you do a little bit, but not too bad. And chances are you probably already have a Gmail account that you haven't set up an ad account on. So it should not be a problem there as well. Yeah, exactly.
And if you're coming from, if you're already familiar with Facebook, you have to set up business managers and ad accounts and warm up with like campaigns. None of that is required with YouTube, which is really, really cool. Basically, it's a lot easier to get set up and started with running campaigns on than comparing to Facebook. There's just a little bit more setting up that you have to do on Facebook than versus Google.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's important, guys. And one thing I would say for sure, guys, is that, as I mentioned during the Facebook training, and I'll say it here as well inside the YouTube training for the week 1 masterclass, is that slow is fast. Okay. So don't try to skip steps. Like, you should not be running ads yet. Don't go and set a Google account up and then start running ads right away. What we want to do is we want to take our time here initially, because we got to build that foundation. We're trying to build a house here. In order to have a really solid house, we have to have a firm foundation. So that's what we want to make sure we do first. Also, I would say too, one thing that one advantage to YouTube ads, it's a little bit less issues in terms of ad account shutdowns. It happens, but it's not as much as Facebook does. But it also is important that you don't you go slower, so that way you reduce the risk of running into issues like that you don't need to run into. Okay, so that's really important as well, because if your Google account gets shut down, yes, you can get other ones going, but it's a little bit more challenging. So what we want to do is we want to take our time initially, get things set up right, and then we're going to be in a better position going forward.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And the next thing we want to do, guys, after you create your Google Ad account, we're going to have to set up a YouTube channel. Okay, so you basically need a YouTube channel to be able to upload videos to YouTube, right, and to advertise on YouTube. So here, as that video example that we just looked a little bit ago, here, this channel name is Overflow Health, right? If I click here on this channel, this is what the channel looks like. So we're going to have to set up a channel like that so that we are able to link that channel to our Google account, and then we can start uploading videos to it and run ads from this channel, okay? So that's what we're going to be doing next. I'm going to show you how easy it is to actually set up a channel. So what we're going to do is just go to youtube.com, okay? And then on the top right corner here, you can click on your name there. If you're not logged into YouTube, go ahead and log in. And then all you have to do is click settings. And add or manage your channels. And then here I already have some channels. You're probably not going to have any channels right now. Then all you have to do is click create a channel and then type that channel name, right? So remember, guys, you can go back to YouTube name generator to help you generate a name for your YouTube channel if you're not sure what that name, what you want that name to be, okay? So let's head back over, wait. Right here. Okay, so we're just gonna name our channel here Pure Health, and
And Mariah, let's talk about the channel name, because I see some people asking in the questions here, like, what makes a good name? Are there some things we should name it or don't name it? Does it really matter? I mean, what's your thought on that?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I would stay away from, especially if you're in promoting a weight loss product, I would stay away from words like weight, fat, any words related to diet, and just keep it broad, right? As if so that you can promote any health product with that channel. That way it gives you the ability to switch offers. And when you actually have a name that's more generic, that it goes with everything.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. So, and that's one thing, guys, like, don't name it after the product. So for example, if you're promoting Alpiline or Lipomelt or something like that, don't name the channel that, because what you want to do is you want to create a channel that is more broad in terms of what you can do. So that way you could, say if you go from one offer to another offer on that, you can use the same channel. And so that's really important. So also, guys, please don't spend like 6 hours trying to figure out what to call it. Like, just, give yourself like a 2-minute time limit in terms of a name, and then just name it, right? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. And I see people like, oh my gosh, like, I've been thinking about this for a week. What do I do? That's crazy. Don't do that. So don't waste your time thinking that too much about that. So definitely make sure that you just name it and keep going forward. Okay.
Yeah. Even a person's name, right? You can also, there are tons of personal YouTube channels out there. Robbie has one. If you haven't checked it out, you go ahead and check it out. But you can even use a person's name as well for your YouTube channel. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click create. And then here we go. And now what we can do is click customize channel. And this is where, if you see this, guys, just go ahead and refresh your screen. It happens sometimes. Just refresh the screen. There we go. Now the channel has been created. So really, really easy. And now from here, we can actually click branding. And this is where we're going to upload a picture and a banner, right? So let's go over, head over back to the Platinum Tools here and generate a picture so that we can use for our picture there for our YouTube channel. So here I'm going to click on image, let's see, profile picture generator. And I'm going to actually do a female fake person, click generate. And here we go. Now we have a picture. We can download that picture and upload that picture into our profile picture. So really, really easy. If you don't like the picture, the first one that comes up, then you can actually hit generate a couple more times. The one doesn't look that good. And then choose one that you like. Okay, so really easy there. If you want to actually have a logo instead of picture, you can go into the logo generator, type the name of your channel, and you can actually change a couple things here, change the font to whatever you want that font to be, right? And then you can even add a icon here. Let's see. So it might just take a little bit for the icons to show. Here we go. And change the color. And you can even use a logo as a picture for your profile picture. It doesn't have to be a photo of a person, okay? So the next thing that we need to set it up is the actual banner, right? So to do that, we're gonna go to image creator. All right, and then we're gonna click on resize. And we're going to unlock the little lock there and type 2048 for width and for height 1152. And then go ahead and hit apply. And now we have that size that we need. And here we can actually search for images. Let's see, wellness, search. And here are tons of images that we can actually choose from. So choose the one that you like, insert image. There we go. And now we can even insert a text. Okay, and name it, just change the name here to the name of your channel. And we can change the color of the text as well. So we're gonna go ahead and hit color, make it white, and change the font. We can make it a little bit bigger. And there we go. Now we have hit apply and then done, save. And now we have the cover, the banner image to download, upload to our channel. So let's go ahead and go back to the channel here, click upload. And let's add, here we go. So we have the profile picture there. Okay, and then the banner image here. And guys, don't worry about viewable on TV. We're not going to be advertising to the TV anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so it's going to go ahead and choose done. And there we go. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Now, if you want to do a video watermark, you can actually do that as well. It's basically, you can add your logo in here. So that way you're protecting your video ads, right? So that people are not stealing your videos and using themselves. And this is optional. You're not required to do this, but you can if you want, okay? So once you're done here, go ahead and hit publish. And then we'll see, you will be able to see, let's go ahead and go to dashboard here. Let's just refresh this, see if that profile picture is going to show up. There we go. There it is. So here's the profile picture, and your channel is done. Okay, this is really, really simple to set up a channel, guys. And if you want to go back to customization here, you can click on branding and go back and change whatever you want to change, okay? So what we're going to do next, guys, is connect this channel to your Google Ad account, okay? So let me show you how to do that. You're going to head back over to your Google Ad account and then click on Tools and Settings, and then click on Linked Accounts here in the Setup column. And then you're going to click on, let's see, wait for this to load. Here we go. So YouTube, click Details, Add Channel. And now you can type the channel name here. And if that doesn't come up, sometimes that will come up. I don't see my channel here. If that doesn't come up, there's a way where you can actually grab your link. I'm going to show you how to do that now. So we're going to head back over to the channel, and then we're going to click here. We're inside customization. We're going to click on basic info here. And here's the channel URL. Okay, we can copy that and paste that right here. And there we go. That's my channel. Then I can click I own this channel and go to YouTube. There we go. Cancel. Continue. And now I linked my YouTube channel to that Google Ad account. Okay, so really, really easy. Now that we have done this, we will be able to use that ad account to advertise on this channel.
That's awesome. Yeah, really, really simple, guys, in terms of setup here. So, just a couple steps in order to, set up your Google account, to set up a YouTube channel, and then link them together. And you're good to go. Guys, that makes sense. Let me know in the chat if that made sense what Coach Mariah just went over in terms of not just setting up your Google ad account, but also your YouTube channel as well. Awesome. Yeah, I see people saying this has been great. They're getting a lot of information. Yeah, good guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Obviously we're laying the foundation here. We're laying the groundwork for you guys. We'll get into the good stuff in terms of running ads and everything later on in the coming weeks. But we need to set that firm foundation so that you can have success going long term, right? My goal here is not to help you make quick money. My goal here is to help you make long-term money, right? Which is way better, trust me. And so that's why we're going to go through the setup process, the foundation process on today's training. So great. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I saw any questions on that. Actually, might as well just go to the Q&A right now while we're at it. So for questions and answers, guys. So if you have any questions, let me know in the chat, and we will answer those questions, as many questions as we can. We will probably end this training a little bit here, but we'll take a look at
one question here, Robbie.
Yeah, go for it.
Someone's asking, how many offers should they promote?
Good question. Good question. Well, do you want to answer that?
Yeah, sure. One offer, guys. You definitely, it's much easier if you focus on one offer at a time. There's a lot of work that you're going to have to do to make, to do your videos, right? Set up your videos, test scripts. So you want to actually make one offer work, as long as you choose one of the offers that the top offers, like we showed you previously, you have a good offer. There's no reason for you to be switching over to another offer. But yeah, if you want to test the second offer after you have been through the process, you already know how to set up your videos, how to find your winning video, you can do that. There's no problem to switch. You can switch offers, but we definitely recommend that you stick to one niche, one offer, if you're getting stuck, especially if you're getting started, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So guys, I mean, one of the things when you first start, online, a lot of times you think you have to do more things or promote more things in order to make more money, where it's actually the opposite. A lot of times you have to focus on just one thing in one offer, and you can just scale that up, right? The reason why we promote, like, for example, weight loss offers is because the market is huge, right? It is massive. I mean, there's hundreds of millions of people in that market. So you don't have to go with like 10 different offers, right? You can focus on one offer and scale it up to have success. And so that's really, really important to keep in mind. Let's see, another question here. Oh, here's a good question. Someone said that what should they do if their Google account was shut down in the past? Like how can they get another Google account going? Do you know, Coach Mara?
You would create another Gmail and set up a Google account with that Gmail.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. So you just go ahead and get set up. Later on, like in the training, guys, we talk about proxies and other stuff like that, which you can do. But if you ever get shut down or run into an issue like that, you can always create another Gmail account and get up and running again. And that's why. But it's also very important, guys, that you make sure you're not skipping steps. Don't run ads today, right? Because we want to make sure we get you set up for success. And this is, if you're looking for the shortcut, congratulations, this is the shortcut. You're in Project Platinum. This is the shortcut. Okay. But good question though, for sure. Another question here is, let's see, someone's asking, are we going to be going over like video creation and stuff like that? And yeah, we are, guys. This is just week number 1. We have so much more we got to cover in the coming weeks. So yes, we're going to cover all that stuff in terms of how to target on YouTube, in terms of how to set up your ads on YouTube, in terms of how to set up your video on YouTube, like all that stuff we're going to go ahead and cover in the coming weeks, right? But we want to do kind of small baby steps here for you guys, so that way you're not overwhelmed. That way you can get a lot done. And we've covered a lot today in terms of getting your ad account set up, your YouTube channel set up, understanding the Platinum tools, and much, much more. And remember, guys, like it's like the expression, like, what's the best way to eat an elephant? It's one bite at a time. Okay. And so that's what we're doing here. We're taking one bite at a time to learn this thing, so that way we can accomplish big things in the coming months here, in the coming weeks here. So good question though, for sure. Let's see. Someone said, awesome job, Coach Mara. I love your coaching style. Someone said that. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, she's pretty good at coaching. So that's awesome. So
I see another question here, Robbie. Someone is asking, how much do I need to spend a day?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a question that a lot of people ask, right? How much money do I need to spend a day in ads? And guys, that's up to you. You can start with $100, $50, $300. Obviously, starting out for your first campaign, I would recommend that you start with a low budget. So you can get the feel for it and then just start testing, start small. And then once you find that winning video, you can begin to scale that budget.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, that's the nice thing about this too, guys. You don't have to start big, Um, you can start at a very lower budget and you can have a lot of success, right? The great thing about this, what we do, on Facebook side of things, also on YouTube, once you find your winning combination in video, very, very, I know
Oh, Robbie, you're breaking up there.
you've gone from campaigns. Oh, let me see. Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah, go ahead and repeat what you said.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I don't know, my internet is acting up here, which is weird. But yeah. So I was saying that when it comes to scaling campaigns, like you can start very, very small, but you can scale up very, very quickly. Okay, and that's something to keep in mind. And I know, like Coach Meyer, you've had some YouTube campaigns where you started at like under $100 a day, and then you went up to what, $3, $4, $5,000 a day, something like that. I mean, pretty quickly, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I started out by testing some scripts under $100, and then just tweaking things and finding that winning video. And then I bumped my budget to 300, and then 500. Then I started spending 3,000 a day. But you usually want to bump that budget once you already know you have a winning video that you're making sales with, right? But yeah, there's absolutely no reason why you can't start small.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you should start small, guys. You shouldn't be spending, hundreds per day right out the gate. You should be learning. And that's the nice thing about this, guys. You can learn on a very low budget, which is great. Okay. Let's see here. I'm trying to think what other questions we have. Someone's asking in terms of, so someone's asking in terms of like, can we promote offers outside of ClickBank? Yeah, absolutely, guys. You can. We just covered ClickBank offers today on the training because obviously, the focus of Project Platinum is to help you get ClickBank Platinum. But at the end of the day, hey, I mean, if you make 250 grand on ClickBank or 250 grand off ClickBank, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's the main thing is the income that you're making, right? So yeah, there's other networks that we have in the tools as well. So if you go to that offer tool again, there's ClickBank, there's MaxWeb, there's PerformCB, there's other networks that you can promote as well on there. So no problem at all with that. Let's see what else we got for questions. Good question here. Someone's asking, like, do you offer private coaching or any high level coaching? Yeah, it's a great question. And people are asking if Coach Mariah, if you do personal coaching. Well, yes, the answer is yes. Okay. Obviously, the goal of today's training, this masterclass, is not to talk about private coaching or anything additional like that. But because you asked, yes, we do, right? We do have, the option to do that. If you want to get personal help or coaching, you can do that. What I'll do is, just for you guys, if you guys, let me know actually in the chat, do you guys want to learn, know more about that? Because I can talk a little bit about that. We'll talk about it later on in the coming weeks, but obviously I want to put the focus on the masterclass here, but okay. Yeah. I see a lot of people saying yes, they want, okay, cool. So yeah. So basically with personal coaching, it's, what we have is the ability for you to learn one-on-one with one of our coaches inside of Project Platinum and in the larger, Commission Hero umbrella. And that's pretty cool because all of our coaches are actually ClickBank Platinum themselves. So they've all reached that $250,000 per year mark. And so, you have the ability to work with a coach one-on-one to have success on Facebook or YouTube, and you can certainly do that. And so I'll post a link here in the chat where you can actually set up a call with my team to learn more. And then once you guys, set up a call with my team, there's no cost for the call. They'll give you all the details. They'll show you what it is. It is an additional cost, right? I'll just tell you that right now. It is not cheap as well, but it's personal coaching. Do you need it to be successful? No. Obviously everything you need here for success is inside of Project Platinum, but if you want to have additional help and attention, then you can do that. It's very similar to like when you go to a gym. Everything you need to get in shape is at the gym, right? But sometimes you need to get a trainer because, to stay motivated, stay accountable, to, understand stuff. And so, that's kind of the way it works here with Project Platinum as well. So anything you want to add to that, Coach Mariah, in terms of personal coaching?
Yeah, absolutely. So like you said, if you are looking to get things started faster, right? It's not necessarily a shortcut, but having someone that has already been through everything definitely helps because you're going to have some questions, and you can, over here, we're still in the group, you can post your questions there, but having someone actually be able to look at your campaigns and tell you exactly what you need to change, what you need to improve, or give you some tips on video, on when you're doing your videos, you're writing your script, all of that absolutely can help you find success a little bit quicker. But like Robbie said, everything in the training is here, everything that you need to know. But if you're looking for one-on-one help and you want to get that level of coaching, more advanced coaching, we have that available for you too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well said. So guys, so the link is in the chat there. Go ahead and check out the link if you want to learn more about private coaching as well. And then let's actually go over the homework for week number 1 here, Mariah. Let's do that. So week number 1 homework. So basically what we want to do is implement what we taught you, right? So choose the platinum offer you want to promote, right? That should, take some time, go through the offers that are in the tool, kind of understand them, get to see what they look like, and choose one you want to promote, right? Obviously you can switch later on, but just choose one to start from, and that'll be good. Also get familiar with the platinum tools and AI software. Just go around and play with the tools a little bit, right? And just get familiar with them. Start to learn them. Make it so it becomes second nature, because trust me, you're going to be in that tool, the software a lot. Okay. Also, it's important to get your Google ad account created. So, as Coach Mariah showed you how to do that, and then also to create your YouTube channel, which really should not take you that long to do. I mean, really the thing that'll take you the most time will be obviously the understanding, go through the software and the tools, just getting familiar with that, deciding what offer you want to promote. Maybe you want to watch some of the VSLs, which are the video sales letters of the products, to see which one you like. And you can certainly do that too. And then grab your Google ad account and create your YouTube channel. And then once you do that, the goal is, guys, by next week is to have that all done, because next week, myself and Coach Mariah are going to ask you, hey, did you get the work done? And we want you all to say yes. This is absolutely something that should not take you the whole week to do, right? You should be able to get this done and feel good about it and get ready to go. Okay. And also, I would love to see everybody, once you get your homework done, post in the Facebook group and let people know that, first of all, what offer you're going to promote, if you got your homework done, I want to know, right? So I want that feedback in that Facebook coaching group as well. So make sure you guys do that. Also, one thing that's not on here as well is make sure you guys download the Project Platinum app as well. If you haven't yet, there is a link in the dashboard of the software. We can just click it and grab the link to download. And I would highly recommend that, because it's awesome, because now you can learn on the go. We are working on a really cool feature as well, where actually you'll be able to get your ClickBank account notifications. So if you get a sale on ClickBank, it'll actually notify you on the app as well. So working on some really cool things there that will be very helpful for you. So, but awesome stuff, guys. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I think I just want to make sure I didn't miss any questions. Do you see any other questions that we didn't answer yet, Coach Mariah?
Oh, I think we got all the questions answered. Yeah, guys. This was a great training. Like Robbie said, just make sure that you're taking action this week and getting ready for the next training, right? Where we're going to be going over how to set up your website. So go ahead and do the 4 things here. It's not going to take you a lot of time. Like Robbie said, these are things that are going to be really easy for you to get started and do. Also go through the platinum tools. I mean, there are tons of things in there that is really, really nice, really cool. It's going to help you get started, and it's going to help you to create your videos and scripts and all kinds of things, even your YouTube channel. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Great stuff. Yeah. Good session today, guys. Appreciate everyone being on. And if you were here for both sessions, Facebook and YouTube, you guys are rock stars. I appreciate that. I love that. And so make sure you guys are staying active in the Facebook group. Ask tons of questions. Myself and the team are in there answering questions every day for you. We want you to be successful here in Project Platinum. You can be successful, but obviously you got to put in the work, right? And so make sure you guys are doing your homework. And I want to know and make sure that you guys are doing that. Let me know in the Facebook group once you guys get that set up and ready to rock and roll. So that is it for me. That is it for Coach Mariah, and we'll talk to you guys soon.